What's up? Like the lot, tap the screen, y'all. What y'all think about this? Oh wow. What y'all think about this? What's up, Prim? What's up, OG? We talking about Benin yesterday. Spike Lee and his wife become ambassadors for African Americans, and now you got this. Oh, yeah, they definitely want people to go to Benin, yeah. Like, uh-huh. Yep. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Like they doing that. They using celebrities. What's up, Mel? Mel. Yo came through like with that LMAO. Came through with that LMAO. What's up, Costa? Keep doing the work. Appreciate it. What's up? What's up, 216? Like the live, y'all. Tap the screen. Tap the screen. What am I thinking? Celebrities gonna do what they gonna do. Celebrities are gonna be celebrities. I ain't got none. I ain't got no yeah, they gonna do what they gonna do. Like, so I'm not surprised at all. Yeah, they getting paid. They doing getting a lot of things going on. There's a lot of things going on. So look like another Democratic play. Probably, probably. But yeah, y'all can come up. Y'all can request up. Y'all can grab a mic. Shitty from your hometown. Used to see at the skating rink. Ain't no way. Huh. Princess Harris. I think Sierra's bi-ethnic. Benin. Oh, she's. Oh, no, wait a minute. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, they updated her. Beninese American. Like what? What? Okay, she has citizenship in Benin. She got it yesterday. Benin. She got it yesterday. Her Wikipedia saying that she's an American of Beninese descent. So of course, StreamYard sucks, right? TikTok on browser sucks. Uh, what's up? What's up, Winston? Thank y'all for the likes. Let's get the likes up. Let's get to 10,000. Well, let's get up to 1,000 first, then up to 10,000 likes. Like the live, like the live. If you're on YouTube, like the live. If you're on X, like the live. Like and share the live. Like and share the live. Subscribe to my YouTube. Yeah, they changed her wiki. They changed her wiki. Yep. It says that she's Beninese American now. So proud of Ciara. All right. Somebody's happy about the news. Somebody's happy about the news. Somebody. All right. Are we live? All right. Are we live? All right. News. They might as well make them ambassadors too. They might as well make them ambassadors. They might as well make them ambassadors too. What's up, Timmy? Russell, ambassadors. Okay. Yeah, what is going on? All right, cool. I'm back. All right, cool. I'm back. I'm back. What's up, Tay? I didn't know you was in here, Tay. Like, oh boy, the desperation is extremely high. Folks trying to make plays out here, yo. Folks are trying to make plays. Africa's trying to build itself up. These countries are trying to be marketable. Hey, let's market you to live here. What's up, OCO? Yeah, I got it from your page. I got it from your page. That's how I saw it. Yeah, there's been a lot going on between African Union and this. I see what's happening. Yeah, they're building up the African Agenda 2063. 2063, they want to make Africa a superpower. Ciara always loved Africa. She literally has songs with Afro artists. She looks so desperate as well. Like, who would want a second passport and home? Mm. I mean, but sure, I'm not surprised in the slightest. I'm surprised ain't no Twitter space has been on it. What's up, girly girl? The UN are moving their headquarters to Nairobi. Hmm. I don't think she does because there's a lot of Black Americans that live in Africa. What's up, Native FA? Mhm. Ciara is so performative, it's hard to take her seriously. But chat, if y'all want to come up, y'all can. If y'all want to come up, y'all can. She literally has a song called Roots. This is yeah, yesterday. Yesterday. She became a citizen yesterday. She's smarter than you. She is famous, got all the money, but is still humble enough to be real. Man, shut up. Shut up. How much y'all want to like? How much you want to bet Ciara can name an ancestor from Benin? How much you want to bet that she can name an ancestor from Benin? I'll bet all the money I make off my app that I'm about to drop. I will bet all my money off my social media app. Speaking of my social media app, I'm creating a social media app. Almost done coding it for iOS, just trying to get it up and running on iOS so I can deploy it and stuff. So yeah. But yeah, anybody can request up. Anybody can request up. They are Americans. Yeah, if you come y'all can come express your thoughts on the topic at hand. How y'all feeling? I mean, a lot of people have said how they felt, but well, what's up?
How are you?
You're mad she's taking pride in her heritage. I'm not mad. I don't care. I asked if she could name I asked how much she want to bet she can name an ancestor from Benin. But yeah, go ahead, native.
So what did you post yesterday? Yesterday was Spike Lee and his wife. What
They became ambassadors.
of Benin, right?
Yep, for African
That is
Americans.
wild. So did you know that Sierra had become a citizen before you found this out today?
Yeah, I found it. Yeah, I saw it today. She
That's
became a
wild.
citizen yesterday. No,
That's why that you introduced that topic yesterday, and then she
We stay talking about Africans. Yep, that's what brings the views in. Yep. Y'all want to rage bait, clickbait us? Yep. You about to stay talking about That's what brings the views in. Y'all can't make content without us. So all we gotta do is talk about ourselves. You make all the content. So
exactly.
Yeah, they act like Africans aren't starting this, and then they sit there. It's
oh,
something.
DJ.
Then they act like when we respond, we're the bad guys. Them people are abusive. That's why I don't like the ones who get online and do that kind of stuff. I don't like them.
So yeah.
They're
But yeah.
manipulative. It's narcissism.
Mm-hmm. Then talk about yourselves. Like I came on that talking about myself. Y'all put yourselves in my business. Like
Right.
y'all brought a KNIFE to my apple pie. What's up? I was eating my apple pie. You brought your fork over. Like, hello?
Right. I don't understand why when we're speaking, Africans just like jump in, like, bro, chill, bro.
Yeah, they insert themselves. But furthermore, I wouldn't say this is even an African. This has nothing to do with Africans. This topic is just kind of putting people on notice to be mindful and be careful because they're incorporating once again our people and they're utilizing people that are in the mass media to portray or to get us to let our guard down to say, oh, look, well, Ciara is doing this. Oh, look, Spike Lee and his wife, they're doing this. So it really has nothing to do with you all, but you all are always self-inserting yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
But I want everybody, hey to the panel, hey Darvid. I want everyone to notice when it says that she becomes a citizen after tracing her DNA.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, once again, genealogy is at the forefront of this.
Mm-hmm.
And how much you want to bet Ciara knows what Indian tribe her family comes from.
100%.
And even it's so funny because all she's gonna do is go over there and bring our culture over there. That's the funniest part about it. She's gonna bring our culture to them, so they're clapping like, yeah, like. But in the reality, your culture is gonna get diluted sooner or later by ours.
And they're gonna be complaining about it.
Yeah, they don't think ahead.
They're gonna be complaining like, what? They're gonna be like, why is cornbread in the goosey soup? Why are they putting corn?
Oh, we're being Americanized. Oh, so she's
that's the only way this works.
They're gonna be putting corn.
Oh, we're being Americanized. Oh, freaking leaders' whole plan is to Westernized Africa. To take their culture and replace it with ours.
You can't Africanize our culture. That's the problem. So the only way that they know that it won't be successful. So what their attempt to do, that's why this whole thing, that's why Darvin's bringing this up and saying, well, listen, this is what she's now saying. It's because they want to attempt to put a spin on the narrative. They can't Africanize our American history, but they want to combine it some kind of way. So again, we all know that Ciara knows she's not African.
Yo, girly.
On the net. We all know that Ciara knows she's not African.
Yo, girl.
Boo. Boo.
I don't know what to take from that because his face is so flat, just like an African.
Hey, you look like garbage. Can I take you out?
Wait, Sigma.
That's not even a picture. What you talking about?
Wait. What's your ethnicity?
You know he's a stinking African, musty.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, because I wanted to say like he's using dad jokes, which are American jokes. I'm just old.
You want to take it? You want to take it? You want to take it? You want to take it?
I feel bad for people. If you have to do that, you're messed up.
Yeah, I know. They just want to get their trolls in. Like that's how the live usually starts. You mad she not delusional like you? You're mad because she's not delusional like you? like whatever, yo. Like she can. I could care less if she became a citizen. But yeah, go ahead.
I think Africans are happy to especially the ones who live here. They're happy to see our culture go over to Africa because they want to be us so bad that they're excited about it. Like, yeah, bring that American culture over here. We want to be just like y'all. Like, if you just say that, then stop trying to make us African when you're not even trying to be African. You're trying to be us.
Right.
It gets weird.
You could care less what your whole exactly. I could care less, and I can still host a live about it because it's gonna bring me views, and you're here watching me. So it's a win-win. I could care less, and you're here watching me.
It's like, oh, you don't have a culture, but they want it so bad. Like, okay.
She can also go
valid
on the list. Ciara can
is
also
that
go on the
valid?
list. Go
Is
ahead,
it
Mark.
valid?
Like, you know, DNA, is it valid in court, right? Is it
No,
right?
No,
Not for
ancestry.
not for ancestry, no.
Not for ancestry.
All right, so
but
this is basically pretending. She must get paid.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The babies agree too. She pretending. Yep.
I find it weird. Like, they're trying to like identity co-opt us, and it's like, bro, like, just have. It's like I feel like as Black Americans and as American Indians, we don't care if they participate. It's like the disrespect, like, and trying to forget who originated that culture is the problem. Like, don't do that.
Right, for sure. We got Some Rich, we got Rhapsody, we got Euro. There's we can let the lady speak first. She was up here first anyway.
Go ahead, Summer. She's speaking to you. You can go ahead.
Maya, what do you mean we're trying to be like y'all? I don't see that at all. Can you?
Well, you're talking like us right now. You're speaking in American English.
Because I was born and raised here.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So thank you for acknowledging that you have American culture. Right.
But how does me being born and raised here mean that I want to be like you?
Because you are talking like us.
Because that's how I grew up.
Can I do? What's your accent? Put your in your native accent, and let's hear it. Because I bet you I can't do it, but you have mine down packed and replicated perfectly, right? I can't.
Yeah, if you go to Africa, you're gonna start talking like that too.
Wait, they're talking.
Speak in your accent.
That
the accent that your parents speak.
Point. That doesn't.
That does prove a point. But you have cognitive dissonance, which cognitive dissonance dilutes your intelligence because you run from the truth when you have cognitive dissonance.
What truth am I running from?
Listen, the truth is that you're running from is you're not emulating your own identity. You're co-opting another one.
Because I was born and raised here?
Yes.
How does that align with the fact that we went to school here and what we was taught? English.
I never did that. I went to school here. No,
I'm asking Maya.
Time out. One mic. Hold on. One mic on me, man. Why all these? Hold on. Why all these people that came in the house with their shoes on? Y'all didn't just went straight to the kitchen. Y'all ain't say how hot, no elders or nothing. Like, what's going on here? Where y'all from? What's y'all ethnicity?
Shit, I'm African. I'm from Cape Verde.
From Cape Verde. All right, what about you, Bless?
I'm Liberian, first generation Liberian American.
Where are you from, Some Rich?
I'm Gambian and Malian, West African.
Okay, thank you.
Exactly.
That's a question.
So I was asking how can we say that that African people in America are trying to imitate American accents when they're raised in American schools and go to American schools and shit.
You just answered your own question, but because you're disingenuous.
Why do you have to get insulting? Like, why you can't just answer the question without becoming demeaning?
Insulting you.
No, it's demeaning. You just called
I've been disingenuous. Wait a second, Bless. I've been disingenuous before, but somebody told me what that means, and then I became who I am now to understand the difference between an insult and a honest word.
My thing is, if you're raised in an area and you go to school in an area, you're going to reflect the teachings of that area.
Yes.
You know?
Exactly.
That's how is it trying to imitate if that's just how you were taught? Like, that's what you know, like your brain.
You were taught to imitate. That's the whole point of what I'm saying. So then
that means we were I guess we can say we was all taught to imitate the European standard way of interacting, because we still have
European
dialects within subcultures.
Everything you're looking at, everything that you're seeing is American. The YT didn't come from Europe and we started doing what they did over there.
That's why.
Hold up, wait a minute. The YT came here and began to eat the foods that we eat. They began to do the things that we did. They are Americans and we are the first Americans. So they copy and emulate everything that we did and we taught them. So I don't understand.
Why are we still disconnected with like different dialects like AAVE and things like that? Like why
there's no such thing as AAVE. There's no.
I'm asking why is they still not recognized as like a
because African American vernacular or whatever it is a non thing. It doesn't exist.
But when they're teaching it in school, how come
where are they teaching
constantly?
It in school at?
No, I'm saying when they're teaching English in school.
English is an American vernacular. It has nothing to do with Africa, though.
I'm trying to ask a question, though. I'm trying to ask
I was about
why
to say,
is AAVE rejected in English classes in America?
Because we speak English. The English that you speak already belongs to the American. That's us.
Can anybody hear me?
Yes.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
English from England from the Americans?
When was England named England, ma'am?
Wait, pause. We're not going to do this talk over thing because I have to call out how disingenuous you were on what you just said. Now, I'm the one that shared that post that he's talking about. You guys know exactly what you're doing because I just heard you sit here and lie when there are videos of an African on YouTube teaching how to be like us. And then you want to sit up here and you want to act like we're not.
That doesn't reflect majority or even everybody or even.
I am talking. You are not going to talk over me. I am trying to put this in because I got more important things to do. You do not have the right to come here
like
and
the live, yo.
To my people. We have documents. We have artifacts of us being here, and you coming over here disrespecting that stops now. So with this AA African American vernacular, whatever, that's our slang. We created that so people wouldn't understand what we were talking about. That's where Tut came from. Because all of our tribes got so infiltrated, we had to keep doing things to survive. Y'all have no idea what we've been through here, being the Aboriginal. Even protecting some of y'all that brought over here.
I'm not gonna lie,
none of them were brought over here.
Like you genuinely sound ridiculous. Like
nobody's African. Nobody's of African descent.
Y'all genuinely sound like ridiculous right now.
You're calling
me. You do sound ridiculous. Like it's like low key scary.
You're calling me ridiculous. You're getting scared because calling out your disrespect because I'm tired.
I didn't disrespect. I genuinely didn't say anything disrespectful. I don't know what. You're simply calling me disrespectful for like asking a question
to somebody else that was trying to break it down to you. You wouldn't even listen.
I did listen, and I was asking a question.
She was the one getting interrupted. Actually,
no, she kept talking over me.
No, I'm not.
I definitely asked a single question.
I wasn't talking about.
I definitely asked a single question.
Do I have any mods
all
in
the
here?
way around the world and didn't answer the question.
One mic, guys. One mic.
All right, hold on. I'm about to make it. I'm about to yeah, I do clear panels. Just let folks know, but yeah, just take it one mic at a time, please. I'll let y'all have y'all back and forth, and we do also have new people on the stage too. So,
Darvin, out of all respect, I'm not going back and forth with these people. They know exactly what they're doing. I wanted to come in here and clear this up. You cannot identify your tribe with DNA. You have to do your genealogy. You cannot keep coming over here and disrespecting us when we're telling you who we are. You cannot just blanket and call us Africans because that is indigenous erasure. Do you know what that is? Do you know they would kill us?
Unalive, you gotta say unalive. Oh.
They were
unalive.
So are you denying your genealogy to Africa as well?
So that's not genealogy. That's DNA.
Right,
that's not genealogy.
Denying that as well? Because like,
let me address her, please. My genealogy goes back to the 1400s on this land. No DNA test is going to tell me what I am. Okay. You get that clear right now.
That's not cognitive dissonance. A DNA test is not going to tell you where you. A DNA test, a literal scientific.
Yes, it does.
Hold on. It does. Those DNA tests don't go past 5 generations.
Right. Those DNA tests only show modern populations, and there's no DNA marker for Black America. They automatically tie our DNA to West Africa.
What's up, Tyron?
So, no.
So what
We
about
have
people
our
who
own-
get like genealogy,
hold
like
on,
when they
wait,
do their
wait, we
DNA
have our
tests, they
own-
get linked to
we
like the
have our
South
own
America.
DNA
But they
South,
don't get linked to
marker.
any
they get linked to
They
like
don't.
to
They don't
like
get connected to any
Georgia,
people.
We have our own DNA marker.
North Carolina, shit
And
like
our
that. Like,
marker
Yeah,
ties
That's
but
because
not
they match with
Africa.
people. That's because they match with people from the region. They only
so
connect
it's not
with living
possible that you can be from like your
people.
ancestry can be linked to like various places on the planet, not just America. Like,
Like, I mean, do they match you
because
with
then it's
living
like,
people? Hold on. Like, I'm trying to say something. They match you with living people. And things like DNA tests, they're not testing nobody that's unalived, really. And then also, they're not even like only Africans only make up less than 2% of the human genome. So they're not really even testing Africans like that.
Right.
They're not 23andMe has no North American indigenous DNA samples. So it's a flawed system.
It's flawed because the truth is not being told. If the truth was being told, then it wouldn't have all these bumps in the road. And plus, I have a question. Why do Africans, continental Africans, respect each other's tribes, right? In Africa, but when you come here, you want to be like, oh, we're all the same. You're not even the same in your continent.
They technically don't respect each other's tribes. They still like evading each other till this day.
I mean, like people are gonna
it's like a whole
like
thing.
still all they know that identify as Africans, like of the same place. Like, so do you guys deny like that slavery? Like,
yes,
happened?
I do. I deny that Africans ever came here. Yes.
Well, that's her pick. I don't, but that's people. Oh, she left and left. All right.
I did have a question.
Like roaches, you pull out the raid, they go away.
I wanted to ask her and other Africans on the panel, like, how do it feel to have your culture being reappropriated by the Black American culture? Because if you look at Africa today, they all practicing how to be Black American so they could fit in America when they get here. Like, it's like a whole play kit to try to become become a Black American. So it's like they practicing it in their land right now as we speak.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is the truth, and we have all
It's
the
a lot.
videos to
That's
show
a
it.
lot.
We
I
have
could
all
bet
the
not a
videos
single
to show
one
it
ever
of
stepped
different
foot in
African
Africa
countries
on African
portraying and
soil.
trying to emulate
No,
the
let me answer
behaviors
the
of the
question.
Black
Can I answer
American,
the question?
the so-called Black
One
American.
mic, y'all. One mic. One mic.
Your
One
volume
mic.
is really low.
Are you an African person on the panel?
Your volume is really low.
Oh.
Try to speak up a little bit because Maya couldn't hear that you were speaking.
Okay. Anyway,
I'm
they're
mad.
saying that they're trying to, first of all, our culture is not being appropriated by nobody. This, even you're talking about from Africa today. No African is practicing how to be American from when they come here. I don't know where you see that at, because I go to Africa all the time. I go to my country all the freaking time. I go to other countries all the time. And those, they do not care about y'all that much. They don't. They have their own stuff they're worrying about. Now is even when we're getting more into our culture, especially with this generation, especially with our tribal attire, with our weddings, with our ceremonies. It's become bigger in the past 10 years. So that's how I know you're lying.
Okay, Miss Truth. Have you seen the videos on YouTube where your I guess Gen Z, the Gen Z women and men are teaching people that are back on the continent how to speak our language? And when I say our language, whether you want to say AAVE or quote unquote Ebonics, have you seen those videos? Have you seen a lot of them, like the clothes that we don't wear are being sent over there? So a lot of your people are walking around in villages with off-brand Timberlands, off-brand Jordans, things that we wear here. You haven't seen any of that stuff?
No, I have not seen none of that at all. So that
where
must
are
be
these videos coming from that are being circulated on YouTube and on Instagram?
that must be something you're looking for, because I have not seen that in my life.
But it's being produced, ma'am. Someone's
Where?
producing it.
I don't know who's producing it.
It's
'cause I don't do
China.
that. So
China has been having the biggest theft of intellectual property, and that's something that we've been battling for a long time. They steal our shit. If you look at Shein, all those outfits, all those styles, designs come from our cultural and how we dress and how we prepare ourselves.
Can I add to that real quick? Like, because the thing a lot of Black Americans don't notice is like it's the same thing like the American dollar. They trying to find something to debunk the American dollar. So it's like the same thing with us. They trying to find something to debunk Black American culture. And I'm gonna stop saying Black American culture. I'm just gonna say American culture because we the most dominant culture all over the world. You see people in Asia copying off. You see people in South Asia. You see people in Europe. Like legit, Europeans rappers are not getting any attention globally. So they trying to start a little rap beef with Americans to prove that they got flow. Like it's ridiculous.
No, we don't think y'all walk around barefoot. Y'all walk around in sandals.
May I speak, host?
All right, what's up? How you doing? Where you from? What's your ethnicity?
I am Angolan. I have been in the U.S. for 44 years. I am 48.
Oh, I remember who you are.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so real quick, as far as the dressing and everything like that, I mean, do you guys really think we're gonna walk around in African tribal wear? I mean, whatever is
you could if you wanted to.
Yeah, I don't want to. I mean, why? Why would I?
Prerogative.
Yeah. So the thing is,
suitable.
I have a choice. I have a choice. And
yeah, you have a choice because you're in
It's
America.
2025. God darn it. It's 2025. Do you think the Asians are walking around with kimonos?
They could
No.
if they wanted to.
If they wanted to. So exactly. I can wear
that's what
whatever the heck
America
I
does for
want
people. It
to
allows
wear.
you freedom of choice.
Hold on,
Hold on,
let her land. Yeah, let her land.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
I can wear what I want to wear. I'm not walking around no tribal darn wear, but I will tell you, my aunties in Philadelphia do, and it's their prerogative. But no, we ain't gonna wear that if I don't want to. It's 2025. I land.
Okay.
So even if you
So what are you wearing?
Okay, go ahead, Mark. I'm sorry.
I shop at Marshalls, TJ Maxx, and maybe Ross's. What do you think I'm wearing?
Don't shop at any African shops or support any African stores.
Only for our African weddings. Then I go get something made, and most of us do that. Yeah.
I think that's ingenuous.
No.
So earlier,
I got no further questions. Sorry, I have no more questions.
Earlier, the two girls that were on the panel, they were asking like, well, now that they're in America, what should they be wearing or what should they be doing? So I'm going to come from this perspective, right? I went to school in high school. I went to an all-girls school. And the majority of the people that were there were white tea people. There were things that they were allowed to wear, things that they were allowed to do, places that they were allowed to go that I couldn't go because I come from a different background. My parents are different. My mother and father wasn't allowing for me to dress like, look like. I wasn't even always allowed to straighten my hair because that's not what we did where I come from. So it's important for you all to hold on. That's what this prompt is asking, and what I think it was Maya when she was stating, "Aren't you all worried that your culture? I mean, pretty soon it's like your culture is dwindling because you all are taking so much of our culture and forcing it. You're trying to force your culture onto us, make us say that we're the Africans, while you're also stealing and taking our culture. That's a problem."
I don't see that. I really don't. If an African person decides to wear jeans and a t-shirt, they can wear jeans and a t-shirt. If she wants to wear Jordans, if she wants to wear skirts, she can wear it. If she wants to wear her native dressing attire, she can wear her native dressing attire.
What's up, Monty?
At the end of the day, when it's men, this is the thing y'all don't understand. When it in certain tribes, you don't have to wear your cultural tribal wear every single day. There's times where it's mandatory that you wear it, and we wear it when it's mandatory. Then at that point, it does not matter. We wear it on Independence Day, we wear it at weddings, we wear it at birthdays, we wear it at celebration of life ceremonies, funerals. We wear it when it's necessary. If somebody goes to another country, and depending on the climate, depending on the area, they decide, okay, I'm not going to wear this. That does not mean they're trying to dilute their culture or anything of that nature. If somebody's in Canada They're not going to wear a two-piece kente outfit in
Why
freaking
aren't you
Canada.
walking around in kimonos then? If it's just about you all being comfortable, kimonos are really, that's from Asian culture, right? Why aren't you all walking around in kimonos?
Why would we wear kimonos?
Exactly. Why would you wear what we wear? That
But it's not about you.
I was
come
just
on now,
about to
like
say that.
It
That's the
is
thing I'm trying
about
to tell you.
us.
It is not about
like
you.
literally,
It's
there's so
about
many
the
other
Americans.
options.
That's what y'all don't
Like
get.
you're
You didn't have
first of
anything
all,
to
you
say
guys are
after
trying to make
that.
it seem as if it's
That's
just
why as of lately, I've just kind of been going with the flow. Like when I
it's
first
more
came
so
on TikTok,
European
I really thought
clothing.
people
No,
wanted to
it's
be
not.
educated.
It is
These
European clothing.
conversations
They
are
didn't know
so
how to construct
disingenuous.
clothing.
Yes, they
It's
do.
so crazy.
Excuse
Wait,
me,
wait,
hold
wait,
on,
wait.
want us to
one
walk
mic,
around in
one
cultural
mic, hold on,
clothes?
one mic on me, one mic. Now people see why I be trolling. Because yeah, it's not it's like folks come with disingenuous conversations, but
Yeah,
Notice that. That's
host,
what I do it now.
really. Do they really think we're gonna walk around in tribal clothes? It's
and I don't know what
2025.
I don't know what y'all gonna do.
No,
Right.
I'm gonna
I
wear
know,
regular
like they don't.
clothes,
Here's my thing,
jeans.
right? Even when it's time to go to work, they expect us to wear like even in the workplace. There's an outfit that you wear in the workplace. You guys are the ones that they you. That's what I mean by you guys don't make sense when y'all talk. Y'all want to be like, oh, we want to be like yo. No, one.
Who said that?
Jeans and a
Wait,
t-shirt does not belong to one person.
Can I say something real quick?
Anybody on earth can wear
Hold
jeans
on, we got
and a
new
freaking
people on the
t-shirt.
panel. We got new people on the panel. What's up, Leisure?
Yeah, ain't nothing. I wanted to ask. I think it was Miss True Form. When you be going to, you said you only wear your African clothing when you go to like weddings, right?
No. I say we wear it when it's mandatory, and if I choose to wear it on a regular day, I can wear it on a regular day. If I don't want to wear it, if I don't want to, I don't have to.
That was me. That was me. Hello.
Oh, hello. All right.
Can you answer his question?
What do you be wearing?
I wear regular American clothes. What the hell? I shop at Marshalls and TJ Maxx. Do you know what those stores are? It's like Macy's. I mean, Macy's is.
You know I know what them stores
Okay.
is.
Yeah. So what do you think I'm wearing? You think I'm walking around?
No, I was trying to figure it out because you said you ain't wearing American clothes.
No,
then you said you don't wear African clothes unless
I'm
you
not
go
wearing
to
tribal clothes. I'm not wearing tribal clothes. I'm not wearing African clothes every day.
So you know,
what
the
tribal
American
clothes?
wear is tribal clothes. Like what Black American tribal clothes is what everyone else puts on every
hold
day.
on. Hey, hello. What are American clothes?
TJ Maxx, Marshall's clothes.
What are tribal clothes?
Getting the African cloth and having somebody make you a dress, or going to an African tailor and getting the rich fabric.
You guys, she assimilated to her.
I'm confused because she said something different earlier.
Honey, there's no confusion. You've been here for 44 years, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, she assimilated to our culture, so she's not going to wear that attire. I have a cousin that literally had her own African line because she did the DNA test and saw Kenya and went crazy and learned Swahili while I'm sitting up here with American Indian documents. Okay, she used to go over to Africa, to Kenya, to get the actual cloth and come back in New York and make those garments. All she did, she's been here for 44 years. She assimilated to us. She doesn't. She's not going to have the want to put on that attire because I've been around other Africans.
You going in and out.
Oh, it's probably because of my location. I've been around other Africans like her who have been here that long. They don't have a problem because there are a lot in the medical field, not the ignorant ones you've been seeing. And they have their times where they wear their garments, but then wear regular stuff like we do all the time. And the only time that I can pick out the African is when they open their mouth to speak. Because I'm like, oh, okay, you're not from here.
Oh, honey, do they think that Africans are walking around with African clothes?
I guess so.
Oh
Nah,
my
it's
God.
I don't need.
Oh, that's the
I'm gonna be
problem.
honest with you.
Oh no, no,
I'm
no,
gonna be
no.
honest with
We
you.
look
I
just
don't
like
even
you.
think or use that type of verbatim, or verbiage. But
Oh.
I be saying because earlier when you were saying you don't be wearing American clothes. I mean, no, you said Africans don't be wearing American clothes, and
No,
I
no,
could
no.
literally find you people that's
African
wearing
clothes.
Yankee fitteds. They wearing MLB baseball hats and all type of
No,
stuff.
no, no, no.
Over in Africa, that's from and born in Africa. They're wearing
No,
that
no, we
in
don't wear
Africa.
African
They're from
clothes.
there.
We wear American clothes.
I don't
I mean, it's
I don't even
2025.
use that term African clothes. Like I just, you know what I'm saying? Whether you wearing a dashiki, whatever you wearing, but
I ain't wearing no
y'all
goddamn
definitely be
dashiki.
wearing
What's wrong
stuff
with
from
you?
over here. Y'all be wearing stuff that people wear over here, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That was all I was trying to say.
Okay, if you travel, you'll know that people all over in different countries wear stuff from different people all over the freaking
All right, so
world
I
all
feel
the
that. I
time.
feel that. I feel that. That's very true. But she was stating that they weren't, and that's why I came up here. 'Cause I'm like, that's not true. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Miss
So
Truth,
do
that's
you
what you
think?
stated from the very beginning of the conversation. You stated that you don't understand where any of this was coming from. And maybe you forgot because, again, you guys always start off with the conversation being very disingenuous. You all like to throw rocks and hide your hands. So I don't know if you remembered what you previously stated, but you said, no, 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 no. Now you're saying, yes, we do, but now why does it matter? And it's not even just about the clothing, it's about the way you all talk.
No, because you guys try and make it seem as if we're not wearing our clothing at all, and we just want to be
You said y'all
so
don't unless you
American.
go to the wedding.
You
And we would
literally
just
said
ask
that.
you a question.
Yes,
We just
if
asked
you
y'all a question.
no,
We
there's a
wasn't like
difference. Okay,
attacking y'all
this
on
is
y'all
where
culture.
comprehension comes in. There's a difference between wearing attire for the weather and wearing attire because you just want to be someone. There's a difference.
No, I said for a wedding. When you was mentioning a wedding or like a
That's what I was saying. I'm saying, for example, my two-piece kente wear would not survive in December in Canada. It would not. It would not.
why
I'm
wouldn't
not.
it? Ain't it linen? What is it? What material is it?
First of all, it's short. First of all, it's like a bra and a skirt. It would not survive in Canada below freezing weather. It would not. I would freeze. So
Africans don't
I
have
mean
like clothes that's
common.
that
That's
because they
common
don't
sense
have
though.
like coats and stuff in Africa, so it's
yes,
that's
yes we do. Yes
understandable.
we do.
But do
Yes
you
we do.
not?
We have a lot of
Oh, well,
outfits.
okay, you do.
We have a
But
lot
I
of
want to ask you
wear.
this question. I'm gonna ask you this question. Are you not afraid that the fact that y'all embrace American culture that it erases your own culture?
It's not. That's what I was saying earlier. It's not erasing nothing, and more so now, our culture is being more publicized. Even our tailors, our attire is more being. It's being more like we're
By
not. It's not
who
being
though?
erased.
Because
Wearing
I'm
that.
not
Ain't
wearing
nobody
it.
wearing that.
I'm not wearing it. Who's
Ain't nobody
wearing
wearing
it?
this.
Like I haven't even
Wearing
seen no
what?
one today
What she
wearing
say?
African attire.
That's a
Besides,
lie.
And
see the
I
Hold
actually,
on,
this
hold on,
would
hold
Yeah,
be,
on,
the
hold on,
last
hold on.
time I
That's
saw
a
that was
lie.
Hold
when
on,
Black
one
Panther
mic, one
came out.
mic, one mic, one
That's a
mic.
lie. That's a lie. Your American prom girls love Nigerian prom bridal wear for their prom dresses. They love it
You mean that
down.
kente cloth pattern that was
Okay.
created by the Dutch?
Oh, first of all, not every just because you're African does not mean
I'm
you're
trying to
kente.
tell you, y'all did not create any of that.
Yes, we did.
No, you
hey,
didn't.
Yes,
hey,
we
No,
did.
y'all did.
Yes, we did.
real quick, I want to answer on the opposite side. You said, are we not afraid about the erasure? I am, honestly. I'm from Angola. My daughter is half, half African American. I know in about 5 generations, they'll say something like, oh yeah, I think we're Angolan or
Does
something.
anybody want to drop for new speakers?
You can drop me.
So,
yeah, I'll draw too. But that was my next question. 5
yeah,
generations
so,
down the road, you
yep,
guys
5
won't even know where
generations.
you're from.
I'm effed up.
According
I'm
to who?
effed. No, ma'am. Let me just answer for me. For me, because my situation is different, and that's what we have to remember. 52 different countries, 50 plus different countries. I came during war. I don't really know my African family like she does. So my daughter we're going to go back and forth. Like my generations, I'm effed. So yes, for me, I'm effed. I land.
For me, I'm not. My folks very well.
Yeah, and I agree.
Extremely well. So me, I know in 5 generations.
So I got another question for you. One more question. One more question. We already asked her that, but real quick, let me ask this question. So, all right. So if that's the case, like, if I'm sorry,
Miss Truth, where you from, Miss Truth? Oh.
Here.
Oh.
I was born in Botswana, but my family's Angolan.
If I had the choice, I wouldn't be. I don't know where they are either. I don't know.
And if I had a choice, I would stay here.
I wouldn't.
Me, her opposites.
Oh, I already said once I get married, I'm moving back because I'm not married an American nigga.
So wait, so you guys have the knowledge of what you learned here from the work here. Why don't you open up businesses in your home countries and start there and become like?
Who told you we don't have businesses in our home countries? My mom owns 2 salons back home.
And then for me, because remember, I'm the opposite of her, right? I don't have anything back.
How is she sponsoring those 2 businesses at home?
First of all, she had those businesses before she came here.
Oh, she did.
Yes.
But you have to remember.
But how long was she here?
We're from
Was she back home?
I came as a refugee. She probably came as a middle class African. So
we're my mom.
Now, I came up because she said something about the prom dresses. Our young ladies, first of all, we don't get we've been wearing prom dresses and galas since the early 1900s, late 1800s. So
nobody's saying that
no,
y'all
they didn't get. They didn't get
there's American girls wearing.
And that kente cloth is not y'all.
They probably.
Oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, let me make one thing clear. Let me make one thing clear. Let me make one thing clear. Kente is specific to the Togolese, Benin, and Ghanaian people. It is not for all 54 countries.
What kente?
So first of all, you have countries that have wear George lace. You have bazin. You have ashoke. You have so many.
You do know that that word is part of the Choctaw.
Those French names.
No, it is not.
All right, one mic. Y'all gotta. All right, this what we go. This what we gonna do. Is y'all loud as hell in my ear? Like, I'm chill today. I ain't really on. But yeah, let's relax. Have a conversation. Y'all can request up. But yeah, let's have a conversation. I don't think I've done that in a while. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I had to clear the stage in a while. Yeah. African, I guess, according to our DNA test.
I'm just trying to get some understanding, bro. My bad.
I'll mute up. I think somebody else was having a conversation, so I'll mute up and wait.
And that is kente is part of the Choctaw word. You know what kuta kente means? It means whistling beaver. It's the Choctaw word.
Sweetheart, you know that there's more.
And that right there, that fabric is out of that is out of South America. It is out of
sweetheart.
I'm a drop because I know you don't like. I mean, she's talking over me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, go ahead. Let folks land. Like I'm not about to. It's gonna be. If it gets too right, I'm just gonna be just me up here talking. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean that came out of South America. It did not come from over there. But yet y'all keep claiming everything. It didn't come from there. It came from South America. And if I was at home, I'd pull it up for you. Oh.
Okay, good for you. But you keep talking about these progresses and bringing up kente cloth as if all 54 countries wear kente cloth when they don't. The fact of the matter is, yes, these American prom girlies go to Nigeria and are getting these dresses made. They're getting the patterns made, the beading there. There's multiple videos online, multiple, and it became a whole big discussion on why they're wearing Nigerian bridal wear as prom dresses. So it's not
Can
all
I? Can I?
Ciara.
And yo, let folks land they plane. Golly. Like, go ahead.
She was done. That's why I stopped.
All right. All right, for sure. You good. Got it.
Oh, you can ask the question.
So, are these people you talking about? They not from Africa. Their relatives aren't from Africa. They just going and saying, "I'm gonna just go get African print for my dress." Is that what you're saying?
Okay.
And how long ago was this?
You can look it up. This has been happening since 2020 COVID. And African print, okay, first of all, there's not just African print. That's my thing. You guys keep thinking that Kente goes for the whole country.
I'm gonna rephrase it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm gonna rephrase it. I don't know the proper terminology, so you would have to tell me. But
that's what I'm trying to say. The dresses,
African culture attire. I'm gonna say that. The designs. I'm gonna say that.
That's what they're getting. These are American people who have a whole bunch of people in the US, and they're getting their stuff made in Nigeria. And it became a whole big discussion on TikTok, and people was like, why not go to your American tailor and go get something, but why are you wearing our bridal wear? Like, these are outfits that bridesmaids would wear in weddings, and they would see it. And they started replicating it, and it became a big thing. And people were like, and they were like, well, it's my money. And if I want to wear a Nigerian prom dress, I'm going to wear it. I'm going to wear it. I'm going to wear it. And even Nigerian tailors started to get heat for it. So it's not just a brand new thing. You can go online and you will see it.
Nigerians start going to proms.
I want to say something to that subject before we switch it. But so first of all, let's make a few distinctions to this. That was actually a good thing for the African community that actually sells wedding gear. And the second thing is that's what we do.
No, it's not. It was not a good thing.
Let me finish. Let me finish. That's what we do. We make things that's boring or that nobody care about. We make it popping again.
Oh.
So at the end of the year, them shops. No, seriously, them shops they got paid money for young Black American girls going there to buy these clothes to go to the prom with. Okay, you know what I'm saying? That was a big boom in your little economy.
No,
that's what you gotta understand.
They lost big. No, because first of all, you're saying that you make things that are boring popping. No, if it wasn't popping,
people not
you
like.
guys would
Let
not
me land. Let me just land. Let me just land.
You gotta let folks land, man.
Let me just land. Like at the end of the day, it might be popping these next 5 years, but the next year after that, like the 6th year or something like that, they might just do all wet and white dresses. You know what I'm saying? Because we know how to switch the culture. We're not gonna sit on one style. We're not gonna sit here and wear freaking Tarzan gear for like generation. We switch it up. We're not gonna stay the same way.
And truthfully, hi everybody. And truthfully, I don't see what the problem is.
Hold on. We got new people on the panel. We got new people. What's up, All American? What's up?
What's the problem with high schoolers giving you a nod to your style? Because nobody's trying to steal anything. These are kids, first of all. They see the glam and they want to replicate the look. It's not like it's traditional garb.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying?
First of
like
all,
it's
yes, it is.
thotty dresses and makeup. You feel me? It's very modern. It's nothing to be so up in arms about. But trust, next prom season, y'all probably won't see none of that because we ain't really
good.
Like we try to, be in with shit, but y'all really ain't that accepting like y'all try to act like y'all is. Like
good.
So everybody
because
mad
at
about
the end of the day,
boycott,
y'all
but y'all
can go
mad
to your
if we
people.
fuck with y'all too. Like you
Go
don't know
to
what
your
you want
people and get these
at the end of the
designs
day.
made. But don't be trying to.
They look cute in their prom dresses. I'm excited to see what the next style will be.
We got new people on the panel.
Like Mr. Mark said, we trendsetters. Our styles change quickly. And I'm excited to see what the next trend gonna be because we already know it's gonna blow. It's gonna blow.
Okay,
For
if you're
sure.
saying you're trendsetters,
Hold
you was
on, we
literally
got
following.
we got new people on the
They were
panel, y'all.
responding to me, so I
Ma'am,
can't
ma'am,
respond.
ma'am, this is my panel. The hell? If I say pass the mic around, we passing the mic around. What's up, Sam? What's up? Yeah, what's up, Sam?
What up, OG? I'll say something real quick to Miss Truth there. I find it pretty funny that you all purposely stuff this African story in people's face pretty much propagandistically in the school system. And then when the kids from the school system try to embody what you all kind of force down their throats, then you all want to sit here and say, and then you all also get on here on TikTok and say, you're African, you're African, you're African. Now, when some high schoolers want to actually make it a slight trend to maybe embrace that little bit of propaganda, you actually sit here, you all actually like, oh, I can't believe you all are coming and trying to steal our desires and you're doing our. So, do you want us to be from Africa? Do you want us to big up Africa? Are we not Africans? And you're now accepting we're not Africans? I think you're confused.
You think we create?
No, we're not. Hold on.
You
Can I
think
respond?
we
Can I
create the
respond?
books?
Let me speaking to me. Can I respond? Okay,
You
it's
gotta
not.
answer that
No,
question.
you're. Can I respond? Because
Go ahead.
yeah, first of all, okay, you guys are saying these are high schoolers. Nobody is saying that, okay, if they want to take pride in their culture or heritage or whatever, they can't. There's a certain way you go about it. First of all, if I am not Nigerian, I'm not about to go to a Nigerian tailor, send her a picture of a Nigerian bridesmaid or a Nigerian bride and say, hey, I want to wear that for my prom. Absolutely not. And then you guys are saying trendsetters. No, what happened was a lot of people were seeing traditional weddings going viral. It was going viral. Our traditional weddings just kept going freaking viral because we do it big, and we do it big every single time. And that's when it started popping up during prom season, and that's where the whole controversy started. If you guys don't want to go to the tailors anymore, they don't care because there's tailors already saying they're losing money by doing these type of dresses because they're only doing them for $1,200, $1,500 versus actual bridal wear that these actual African women are paying $5, $6, $7,000 for.
Okay, I
Okay.
want to apologize because I misunderstood what dresses you were talking about. You're talking about the ones that come with like the big head dresses and like the patterns and the fans and stuff.
Yes, that's specific
Okay,
to
I am
tribe.
sorry. I did not know. I thought you were talking about the ones that like the mermaid tail dresses that's like
No,
purple
no,
or like just like a satin material that's a
no,
bright color. Because that came from Nigeria too. Like that definitely influenced the girls. But
but that's
the
different.
pattern, the cloth, okay, I see where you're coming from with that. That went over my head. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay, well, let me chime in here really quick. Mrs. Truth, do you understand and know when we have proms, quinceañeras, and different things? These events are formal, and by them being formal, there's always a specific theme. Did you know that?
There is a specific
Okay,
theme,
so why you said that you understand and you know that there's a specific
but
theme?
the specific
Hold
theme
on, I'm
doesn't
not
have to
done
be
talking
someone's
though.
tribe.
I sat here on mute while you were speaking.
Over everybody.
Girl,
And so that's what you all do. You get upset. We're emotionally intelligent on this panel and in this space. The host has asked multiple times for people to stay on mute and for us to pass the mic around. So that's what I'm doing. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. So, by your own omission and admission, you just stated that you understand that there's always a theme. So, a theme could be a masquerade ball. A theme could be under the sea. A theme could be a casino night. A theme could be a night in Paris. It just so happened to be, it sounds like, because I saw some of these dresses. These dresses, again, what Samuel was saying was because there is these different kind of popular themes, and because unfortunately some of the younger generations still believe that they are either one African or two, a lot of your African children are coming into our schools and they probably voted to have this theme be African, then of course they're going to want it to be authentic. So the fact that you found a violation and us going directly to the source But see, that's what our problem with you all is. You all won't come directly to the source. You won't give us our flowers. You won't allow us, or you don't respect our culture or our people. You go around us, right? And then you lie when you come in and you steal from us. So we're just different. We're honorable people. So we came in. Obviously, these were different things because none of our people are going to show up in African attire if the event was a night in Paris. Like, you're not being logical. You understand?
No, actually, you're not telling the truth.
No,
I
You're
said
not
all
telling
that.
the
Just
truth.
want
when
to
did
say
they
no.
start prom over in
Y'all
Africa?
have a good day.
I'm just asking, when
Okay,
was
so
prom?
for native, you're
When
saying
was
that there's
prom started
themes.
in Africa?
Yes, there are themes, but no school, first of all, if
Okay.
you read school guidelines, they're not going to make a theme specific to one person's culture. That's wrong. They're not going to do that. Two, yes, there has been proms
Get with
where
the
the
people
theme was
or
a night in Paris, where the theme was a massacre. You can go, I don't know why, you guys can go under Hall of Prom, look at the themes, look at the dresses. That's all I'm going to say. There was no such thing as a Yoruba night, or come wearing Igbo, or come wearing Ewe, come wearing a Nwa Fulani. There's none of those themes. So when we see certain attires and certain dresses and certain where we can immediately spot bridal wear. As African people, we can immediately spot bridal wear. So we're not saying,
I didn't
okay,
see nobody here
don't do
wearing
that.
African, what you call it. And it's a big thing
That's
here,
what
and
I
I didn't
was
see
saying.
nobody wearing
So do you have a problem with that? Because I don't.
No, I'm saying she makes like everybody is
No.
wearing that.
You know, I'm asking Miss Truth. Miss
Hmm?
Truth. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay,
I
that's
show that as a
you.
sign of respect. I love that. I
Okay, that's
love
good.
seeing the African American or the Black American girls wearing our
African
dresses.
American. I keep telling you that's a political statement,
Okay,
but
hello,
yet you
Las
keep saying
Vegas.
that everywhere you go. That's a political construct.
For you, okay, that may not be okay. For you, you may not, but you said on here that you're not very close with your people. Okay, for you, it may be fine, and you may see it as a sign of respect. But for some of us that are actually close, it's not a sign of respect. One, because in our own culture, for example, that's like even in our own culture, there's rules to what you can wear. There's rules for what the bride can wear. There's rules for what the
No.
guest can wear. There's rules for what
We are
everybody
not
could
going to
wear.
dress like Americans and then tell them they can't dress like us. We are
No,
not
sweetheart,
going
you're
to
not
do
getting
that.
the point.
We
See,
are
it's
not
people
going
like
to do that.
you.
If we
It's
want to
people
wear
like
jeans and
you.
t-shirts,
This is
then
first of all, anybody can wear a
no,
t-shirt.
absolutely
It's
not.
people like you. It's people like you. It's people like you. You're no better than
I was
freaking
not wearing
Chinese.
t-shirts.
He said facts. You're gonna sit here and wear everything that is an American wearing.
Miss Truth, when did y'all start wearing t-shirts?
If somebody wants to wear a t-shirt, they can wear a t-shirt. People
When did
wearing
y'all
t-shirts
start
all over
wearing
the globe.
t-shirts?
You go to every country,
When
somebody's wearing
did
a t-shirt.
y'all? When did people from your specific country start wearing t-shirts?
Why would I know that?
That is not what we talking about.
Like you don't
Been doing it on
you sound
TV
crazy.
when they saw Americans wearing them on TV.
Because you
and we-
saying that everybody wearing it. I'm trying.
I never said
trying to
everybody's
figure this
wearing
out.
it. What I'm
Okay,
saying
You
is
just said
you
I
can
get her
wear
point.
an
Y'all,
inspired dress, but know how to wear it. For example, if you're not Yoruba, you should not be wearing the gele. You should not be tying that on your
Yo,
head.
I got a question for you. I ain't trying to. I no offense to you, but I ain't trying to hear what you telling us to wear and not wear. I got a
Okay,
question
good
for
for
you
you
though.
then. You don't have to hear
I
it.
got a
I'm gonna
question.
continue
I
landing
got
my
a question
point.
for you though.
I'm gonna continue
So
landing my point.
no,
Like,
because you're
why?
like forcefully.
Yeah, pass the mic around. Like, have a few speak. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
You're
Mark.
not understanding what I'm saying.
Oh my
sus,
gosh, let Mark speak, please.
sus. Come on, sus. Take it easy. Look.
I'm not answering the
So
question.
you say, well, you don't gotta answer the question. Like you getting all combative over we're asking you about your culture and wanting to understand what's going on with your culture. It's not our fault that you're getting emotional about it.
I'm not getting emotional.
The question I had for you, if you choose,
I'm not getting
my
emotional.
the question I had for you, if you base is living abroad.
Everything from my language, from our ceremonies. I do wear attire, from what I eat, from my diet, from my hair, from hygiene, all of that.
y'all, I think we missing her point. Like, her point, it's like if we was walking around in like Indian clothes. I don't know the like proper term for it. Or we walked around dressed like a Saudi Arabian in Atlanta, like on some, this is what I'm wearing. I mean, you can do that because this is America, but she's saying like
there's a way to do it. That's all I'm saying.
That's the same thing. Like if I was walking around dressed like an Indian lady.
But yet they're
I
walking
agree
around.
with it.
Not
I
American
agree
Indian.
with
I'm
it.
talking about that type.
Hindu. Yeah, Hindu.
Can I say something?
I got
But
a
yet
question.
they're
Go
walking
ahead,
around.
Copper.
They
Go ahead,
walking
Copper.
around using our cotton, cause that's our cotton to make their clothes. They're using our cotton to make their underwears, their bras. Yeah, all this ours. Yeah, all the, including your blue jeans.
Why
Your
gotta
everyday
be like
wear that
inside the
everybody's
mystery?
wearing is ours.
Does anybody want to drop for a new speaker?
All that is ours.
Nah, I'm low key standing with Miss Truth because I see where she coming from.
Miss Truth, who is making these the attire that they not approving of people wearing?
Okay, so that's what I was saying. The tailors were getting heat for it. You have specific tailors that make specific outfits, so you have to go and look for them. If you tell a tailor, okay, for example, if I tell a tailor, hey, so I'm about to go to this event, I want this type of dress, I see it, I like it like this, the tailor will say, okay, no problem, I'll make the dress for you. Now the issue that's going on is that's what I'm saying, it's bridal. Is outfits that the bride is supposed to wear. That's special to just specifically the bride.
I heard when you said that. Yeah,
That's like an American, like for example, that's like even now with the even the American brides, the girls are wearing actual wedding dresses to prom, and there was an issue with that as well. So it's just a matter of you can wear the attire, but there's a certain way you can go about wearing it.
Wait,
I'm
can
an
I
African
jump in
person.
for a minute?
Mhm.
Because I hear what you've been saying,
Mhm.
but and just let me land. And the reason why I think it's not comparable is when we talk about other cultures wearing our clothing and stuff, that is a global scale, and that's something that's like an everyday wear for you guys. So that's why people are trying to say it's almost like cosplaying. And then for you to compare, which I haven't seen, and I can confidently say that there's not a widespread or even a large amount of Black Americans dressing as Nigerians or whatever African country you're from. That's not happening. So it's not comparable.
I agree.
I guess you haven't seen it. We can. That's
No,
why I said you can
it hasn't happened.
go to Holoprom. Go to
Hey,
Holoprom.
can I add on to that?
All right, after y'all land, I'm resetting the topic. I don't want to hear too much about proms and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say, unless they're a first generation, unless they're son of immigrants or something like that, no one is out there going out their way trying to dress like some random African country. And I'm not saying that disrespectfully. I'm just, it's not a thing.
Okay, go on TikTok and type in Jayla Prom. She's an American girl with American parents. Even her auntie says that she's American Indian, that they don't like Africans. And I want you to look up Jayla Prom and tell me about that whole situation, since it doesn't happen.
So, and you're saying, what are we saying, that the clothing she wore to prom was African inspired?
Yes, it was Nigerian. She went straight to a Nigerian tailor.
And again, it's once a year. It's once a year. Nobody's wearing it every day. I mean, most of the time after you wear that dress, my daughter spent almost $1,000 on her dress, and she didn't wear it no more. Matter of fact, she gave it to a girl that was in need of a prom dress the next following year because she couldn't afford one. So my daughter had it altered to fit the little girl.
Wait,
so nobody's wearing those dresses over and over.
I'm not saying.
And you said she went to a Nigerian tailor, so that means the tailor was Nigerian, and she tailored an outfit that she was inspired from her culture. That doesn't mean she went there and said, "I want this Nigerian outfit." It means that her tailor was Nigerian and drew an outfit based off of her ethnicity. That doesn't mean she knew that it was a Nigerian thing.
I was gonna say that too. I was gonna say, if it's such a rule in your country, then why would the tailor do it for a prom dress?
And that's why tailors are getting heat for it.
Miss Truth, if you're not aware, all of the, the African weddings that were shared all over online.
Because it's like we talking about prom dresses.
We ain't getting nowhere with this.
No,
Yeah, I was
I
about.
just want to make this point to land because I wanted to touch on the stuff that y'all
All
were
right,
saying.
one
I
mic.
just want to touch on stuff what y'all were saying because I'm kind of over the prom dress too because there's a little bit of disingenuous she's showing right here. All of those African weddings that we've been seeing online are boosted by pages like the Shade Room, who are ran by Nigerians. So you cannot just say that. For Christ's sakes, you guys have infiltrated all of our educational areas, even HBCUs. My personal guidance counselor at school right now, she's Nigerian. She's Igbo.
So she can't be a guidance counselor because she's African?
No, I'm not.
She never said that.
Baby, I'm saying you guys have come over and taken a lot from us under the moniker of Black or African American. That's the heart of this thing. That's what we're so upset about because you come in. I didn't even know any of this African stuff till my cousin came back from FAMU with all these textbooks that I've never seen before in my life. My family never even told us we came off of a slave ship. Do you understand what I'm talking about now?
I mean, I get it, but it's like you're saying we're come over here, we're going into these spaces. Y'all have these opportunities way before we do.
No.
All right. We're moving on. We're moving on. Yeah. So yeah, just reset the top. Like, how do people feel about the background?
Go back to that background.
Yeah, go ahead, son.
Like we just said that now we have Ciara with her little DNA spit test and ass coming over here and putting herself in the limelight. And I think it's really them trying their hardest to grab celebrities who are within the years of, I don't know what's that, my years, I guess the people in their 40s and 50s right now, maybe 60s, and trying to use these little, old early 2000s, celebrities, these countries. And I think it's ridiculous that they would even make such a ploy. Who cares about Ciara? What has she done besides get with old boy and everybody call him Sam? And she just and whatever. And I don't even know. I don't even want to get on that whole thing. I'm not against that whole marriage. I'm not against that at all. Whatever. I'm just saying she ain't done nothing, and neither has Spike Lee. Like if they couldn't find no prominent people in the grassroots to be an ambassador or to be a person to go, well, you can't find no prominent person in the grassroots to go over there with no DNA test to talk about they some Benin or something. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm gonna let the.
We got Nisha.
We got telling us who we were. This is why you know that these people are paid. They're called actors and actresses for a reason. These people have to keep that lifestyle going. So they would do anything to be paid so they can.
Does anybody want to drop a new
lifestyle? Huh?
That's true. I said we got people in their press. Anybody want to drop? What's up, Nisha?
I
drop. You can drop.
They have to be permanent and the culture, so that they always have to. They actually put their own news releases out.
Hold on. We get Nisha's on the panel. Hello. Like, go ahead, Nisha.
Hey, David. Hey, y'all. I was just on because I remember I think it was yesterday that we saw that Spike Lee was an ambassador, and so now Ciara has become a citizen. We were just talking about this scam yesterday. Like, I believe that Benin is trying to do the same thing that Ghana did, and with that year of return kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they accrued about $2 billion in that year alone, and they just was passing out citizenships, and you're a Ghanaian, you're a Ghanaian, and people were flocking there. So I think that this is what this is. I think that they're just trying to use it for tourism.
True. Yep. I agree. What's up, goddess?
Hey, David, how are you?
I'm doing all right.
Good. How y'all doing today? Yeah, people think celebrities get a pass on ignorance just because they're celebrities. They ain't woke up, or they doing it to get paid, like they said, like she said.
Like the live, yo. But go ahead.
Yeah, but they use the same tactic in history.
Yeah.
Bring up Michelle Obama and whoever else, and they'll probably gravitate and believe it. It don't work no more.
But yeah, like the live, y'all. It's over 100 people in here. Like the live. People like the live going.
Lord.
My thing is, why do y'all think they have to be getting paid? For a long time, Ciara has she has a song called Roots. Ciara has a song called Freaking with another Afrobeats artist. Ciara didn't just wake up one day and do this. She's been doing this for over a decade. She's always been
She's still a trader.
Ciara
How
got
is she a
paid.
trader? Did she ever tell you that she's American Indian?
Ciara got paid to be a person to speak out for Kamala Harris, as well as Spike Lee. They both got paid for it, and that information was made public.
Okay, but did she tell you she's American Indian?
What she told us is
That's
that
not the
she don't
point.
study.
If she
and research
wasn't,
for
if
her
she
to-
wasn't part of the culture, she masqueraded as if she was and got our money.
it shows that she didn't. She just put her face in front of something that makes absolutely no logical sense. You can't trace DNA to a root. Africans ain't even Africans. Yeah, so how she gonna trace a land? A land she can't trace a land. They migrated.
Oh Lord. Oh
Her being
Lord.
paid by the
And you know why?
Democrats.
You know why y'all don't think it was a migration? Because that's why you have an oral history. Y'all don't even know that Africa. That's what they. That's an experimental continent. That Carthage, Africa, was not there. It was in the Americas. That wasn't even suitable for plants, for animals, or anything. It's a very well engineered lie.
It's not suitable for plants and animals. Yet we have thousands
No,
of
they had to have.
animals.
They had to have. They didn't know how to plant. Look, they didn't know how to do anything but what they do now. They don't have any cultivation skills. They don't. They think everything is indigenous to that Africa when really it was in the Americas, Ohio, Alkebalan. That's where it is. How can they be these people that have been here for millions of years when they're not even all the way structured? You know how? Because they was talking about Neanderthals and hominids that evolved.
You guys are hilarious when y'all think things like this. Like I just laugh.
Yeah, but your logic is laughable because that doesn't even make sense. Makes no sense.
I
You
think that
been here
it's just.
these
I
this
mean, it's
long,
clear that
but
she
these
got
people
some
are
kind of kickback
fleeing
for doing
and
that.
want us to come there. Why would we come there when you fleeing there?
Who
So what's the
fled?
point of us going over there?
You guys
All the
assume that
gaslighting.
anybody that
Say
comes to
you should go to
America is
Africa for
fleeing.
what?
You guys assume
For
anybody that comes to America is fleeing. That's hilarious.
No, I think that we say that y'all are fleeing because y'all don't want to go back.
Who is
exactly.
y'all?
That's I'm saying, like people that are from Africa that came to America. I mean, you come here, you know what I'm saying, get the education, you get the job, you make the money. So why
Better
not go home with
opportunity.
that? Why stay? That's why we call y'all fleers. Because it's
What's
Okay,
up,
that's
almost
like
like
Pistol?
3
you're
million
running
of
away
them.
from something.
Out of like
Why in the hell
1.5
we want to go to
billion.
Africa when y'all coming for better opportunity and you want us to go there for what? If the
Okay.
better opportunity is in the Americas.
No,
Makes
there's
no
been
sense.
multiple times where there's been
Makes
African scientists who have been given the given
Africa,
multiple
Just answer that
opportunities
question.
to come to the
Why
United
don't they
States.
go back home?
right? Because
That's
they
their
can't.
decision. That's their out of their. If they don't
I
want
know,
to go
but
back
it's
home,
not just
it's
a one off though. It's the vast majority.
it's
It's
not
like
the vast
y'all. It's like
majority.
y'all
The
Yeah,
literally
it
vast
come
is.
majority is
here
in
Let
Africa.
just
me
to
give you an
The
stay.
vast
answer.
majority, the vast
Let me give
majority
you an
that
answer.
Hey, hold on, guys.
hold
Hold on,
on,
guys.
I'm speaking. Look, they're saying the vast majority that leave don't leave and don't go back.
They don't.
Right.
They
Let me give you an answer.
hold
They need
on,
to die.
ma'am, I'm not done speaking. Like, hello, I'll let y'all yap. I've been letting y'all yap this whole life. What I was about to say. Yeah, majority of them, the ones that even if they do go back, right, they don't stay there. They go back and visit. They don't go back to stay. The vast majority that leave and come here.
Mary,
So how many out of the 2 million?
Mary,
You said what?
That's almost like the ultimate goal for you guys is like to come to America, and that's it. Y'all don't want to go back home to rebuild your own country, rebuild your infrastructures, share the wealth. It's crazy because my favorite African proverb is, each one teach one, but y'all don't practice that with each other.
See, Nisha, that's the ones that don't have nothing. The ones that don't go back home, what I say is if you don't want to go back home, that's because you have nothing to go to.
Go back to exactly.
So my parents love going back home. My mom be staying in Africa for 7, 8 months at a time. And then she'll come back for me and my brother. or she'll come back and visit her friends, or maybe one of my aunties or my cousins, they're having a ceremony or wedding, and she'll come here. My mom loves going back home. She has a lot to go look forward to back home. So all those Africans that don't go back home or don't want to go back home, maybe they don't have nothing to go look to. They don't got nothing. They don't got family. They don't got business. They don't have land. They don't have friends. Because if they did, they would go back home.
Wait, so where are you
Well,
from
Miss
again?
Truth,
Miss Truth,
let me
can I ask
piggyback
you?
on. Let me just piggyback on her, and
Mhm.
because I love that Miss Truth is on this live with me, because we're so opposite, right? So once again, as you guys know, I was a refugee. So like I said, I think Miss Truth's family is more upper middle class, and we came with nothing in the '81. And but anyways, so for me, I came here when I was 4. I'm 48. When I was 23, I had a kid here. So do you really think my child's father wanted me to, once we did find our family finally through the American Red Cross in 2003, when my daughter was 3 years old, when I was going through a custody battle, do you really think her dad was going to let me take her to Africa to live? No. Everybody's experience is so different. 52 different countries with 52 different, or 50 plus experiences. So you can't put us in a box. So for me, we did find my mom's family that has money, which is good. They're doctors and dentists, but I don't know them. And then my mom died last year.
Unalive.
I'm sorry. Thank you. Unalive last year.
Sorry to
So
hear that.
I do want to visit them, but I don't know them. But she knows her family, so she's gonna be going back and forth, back and forth. Like I said, in 5 generations, I'm effed. She's good. I land.
Sorry for your loss. Number one.
Thank you.
Sorry for your loss. Yeah.
And, we get that, but as a whole, it's a dangerous thing with what we have been experiencing and the mask coming off. Because it's easy to say not all Africans. I get that, but there is a very dangerous group of Africans that do not mean us well.
Right. And the
So
fact
that's
that
the whole thing. And I'm just saying, you say y'all say it's 55 da da da, but at the same time, you group yourself and call yourself African, but say that we put you as a monolith, but you all put yourself as a monolith because
Yes.
you say you're all African.
Let Miss Sunshine chime in. I think you've been sitting up there pretty patient,
Oh,
Sunshine.
sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah.
hi everybody.
Yeah. How you doing?
Yeah, I just noticed like how a lot of our people have been waking up, and then we get hit with Nigeria trying to, the African Union trying to get reparations off of our people back. Then we get hit with the Spike Lee. Then now we getting hit with Ciara. So I do really think that these people do, have sometimes they are in contract to do certain things, even if they're saying like they have African roots, that might not always be the case. I do feel like some of them have to lie, like they don't have a choice because they're under someone else's control.
Right.
Like
Yeah. Hold on.
like
Oh my bad. Go ahead. You can finish. I'll go after.
like
Go ahead.
propaganda,
Well,
and then there's like, oh well, the BOK, melanated Americans, original Indians are waking up. We need to see if we can force our hand and confuse them again, or try to get people to believe like, look at this celebrity. They have African roots. You must have African roots if they have African roots. So it's just like I think it's just like a play on our mental.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah. I was gonna say. Hold on. Like the live, y'all. Like the live. Don't be musty. Active. Like the live. Share the live. Yeah, things like that. Yeah, it's over. It's 80 people in here. I've been on. How long I've been on? I've been on over an hour. I should have more than 19,000 likes.
let me tap that thing.
Let's get up to 30, then 40,000 likes. Thank you. And then does anybody want to drop for new speakers?
You can drop me.
All right, the panel is coming hot.
Let me just say this, if I may. People don't understand there is a large crime enterprise that's ran by the Nigerians in over 80 countries. This is why they have So much money. And we talking about people playing a game. Now we already know Holly Weird is caught up in a diabolical game. If they don't play it right, their career could be over in a hot second once they join these what they call them, these what they call those record industry. Yeah, they put themselves in a box they don't have control. So it's a lot of artists playing the game, but this history of what they do, because they're not very creative, they've done it over and over, and that's why I couldn't understand why my family was just like so quick to say, "Girl, you better get that, the C19." And I'm looking at them like, "Are you crazy? Don't you know these people by now? Why are you acting like you don't know the game? It's an agenda. It's something that's going on, and they've been doing this forever since they experiment with the SIP. You know what I'm saying on our men. Ain't
All
nothing
praise
changed.
family. How y'all doing?
It's just
Hey,
a
what's
new
up, Wolf?
day. That's it.
What's good, Wolf? What you got on the topic? How you feel about Ciara getting citizenship in Benin after doing the DNA
Man,
test?
we all know that this is a girl's world, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, this is not going to do nothing but push a lot of women that's not in tune with them true selves and make them believe that they actually have African origin inside their blood. And due to the fact that it's Ciara, we're going to see how many women does it. Gotta answer this question: what if it was Beyonce? 95% of these women out here would actually believe that they have African origin in their blood. And I believe I was on this. I was on this panel yesterday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And we already know that we've been here. We've been in America. So they definitely pushing us away and keep bringing up all this propaganda because we're coming awake. We're waking up now. So they have to put a lot of different spell cards and trap cards on the field to trap our minds. Now, a lot of us not going to get trapped because we're definitely too smart for this. But for the people that doesn't do no research, that follow behind people, everybody's about to be African now.
All right, Miss Truthful, you said
I think that's what they
Beyonce
wanted.
did it. You said Beyonce did it too. What do you mean?
Yes, he's saying that Beyonce did it. No, Beyonce did do it. That's why she did the whole Black is King album.
Wait, she did do what though?
She did her genealogy. What? She did a whole documentary about this with the whole Black is King album. That's why. Why do you think she did it? The whole Black is King album.
She
dedicated she dedicated the whole album.
Right. So she did the Black is King album because she was part of the Lion King cast. She also did it. She also did it as a homage to Africa because she was trying to be nice and incorporate y'all, but y'all called her appropriating your culture. She never once came out and said, "I am this African." Like that's not what she said.
That's not what we
That's
saw.
not how it went down.
That's not how we saw it.
Hold on, y'all. I'll be back.
And for many, many years, the reason why I said that Beyonce has been claiming her African roots for many, many years, many, many decades. And then he just wake up with the whole the Lion is King album. And then he just wake up with that. Beyonce is a proud American as well. Beyonce
what country has Beyonce claimed?
I heard her claim her man with the Michael Jackson afro.
And then he just wake up with the whole Lion King as well. Beyonce
what country?
And I ain't seen no.
Yeah,
Creole. Exactly. Her people are
Alabama.
Yes, that's what I said. She's also a proud American woman. And then when it's time, I don't know, it be off and on with her. She will come and say, "Oh yes, I'm proud of my African roots," and she'll be posting it on her story and stuff.
Okay.
It's
Saying
like
you have African ancestry is not claiming you're part of an African country.
I never said she claimed to be part of an African country.
Right, but you were saying she was claiming something that she has never claimed.
I'm saying that she was okay. You know that you can. Oh my gosh, how do I explain?
I heard her proud of her heritage in Creole, Louisiana.
Yeah, that's honestly that's all I've heard.
And we all know that most of them people are really from the Mound State, the Mississippian soil, and really the real original Indians. I never heard her say anything.
I don't even think she does her concerts in Africa. Like,
Okay, just keep watching her page. Just
Beyonce
keep
because
watching.
Beyonce is one of the top female figures in the world. And far as the cow, how everybody's a cowgirl now and stuff. Like where I'm from Baltimore. We don't do the cowgirl, the boots and the hats and stuff. But ever since that trend has been pushed out, now every female over here is wearing that stuff now. So that's the only reason why I brought up her. I'm not saying she actually did it, but I'm saying if she did do it, it would definitely be stronger than what Ciara just did.
I love Beyonce and everything, but I don't think even Beyonce doesn't have enough pull to have people ethnically erase themselves.
Nah.
I just went to the Beyonce concert in Las Vegas yesterday, so it's funny that you guys are talking about her. But for me, what I remember, I know she definitely talks about Creole and Texas. I don't think, yeah, I don't recall her saying anything about being African. Because if she did, I'll be like, yay. But I don't recall her saying anything about being African per se.
No, what I'm not
Got
saying that
so
she's claiming an
mad at
African
Beyonce.
person.
They
But what
got
I'm
so mad at her, and like basically we're trying to say, oh well, she's like, it's cultural appropriation. Like
Yep.
she was doing the Black is King album, and she was part of the Lion King thing. Like they didn't like it. They didn't like it. They rejected it. So
She couldn't even pay them some respect. Like she couldn't even pay that. She featured prominent people who were coming up within the Afrobeats community. She was like a bunch of people that she included from different countries, and all they said to her is she's trying to profit off of their country. That's why I say we don't need. I mean, no offense, no harm to you, but that's why we shouldn't f with y'all. Like
F for who?
the Africans.
f with a lot of African countries.
Oh, how sad.
Hey, it's sad as that may sound. I agree with that.
Sad is that what have they done to support anything in the Americas besides taking opportunity? When you talk
Oh,
about
wait, so let me tell you. So let me tell
they
you.
don't navigate around.
Let me tell you. Let me tell
I
you.
can tell you plenty of ways they take opportunity.
Let me tell you. So I've been here for 44 years. So there's no way. I mean, I've been in schools. I'm in a sorority. I volunteer. I teach kids financial literacy. I mean, we give back just like you do, and maybe even better. And enlightened. I wanted to tell you one thing that's really important is we have to vote. If Black men don't vote, and I'm just saying to you because you can talk to Black men better than I can.
We need a reason to
If
vote.
Black men don't vote, especially in the midterms, we're not. You guys are not going to get what you want.
That is true.
You have to vote.
They gotta tell us, give us something to want.
Yeah, that's what they be trying to tell us. That's some BS though.
Well, I mean, so I am politically active, but that is true. But the only reason we got the only reason we got legislation that we do have is through legislation that were passed through the Democratic Party. But that's a different topic. I don't think Darvin really likes to have the mix of political and mixing that in with the topic. But hello, also I wasn't all right. That came off a little harsh. I don't I don't dislike people individually. Even in my career, I've had a lady who hired me. I think she was from Ghana. She was like an immigrant, first generation. And then I had another woman who was Haitian who helped guide me through my career as a consultant in HR. So individually, I don't think you guys cause harm, but I'm talking about how the majority moves. It doesn't feel like it's in cohesion with Black Americans.
You know what? You know what?
I'm never
Let's get to the dirty of it. Hey, Native. Let's get to the dirty of it. I want to get to the dirty of it.
Can't blame them for that.
Native, you ready?
Yeah.
I want to get to the dirty of it. Because I started on a different panel the other day, but when I think we got cut off. So Native, when I'm thinking about retiring in another, and don't answer, it's just, I'm just talking out loud. So when people are thinking about moving to different countries, right? You're thinking about what's going to happen to you and your family. So think about this. My family is at war. I mean, like, think about Ukraine, think about Gaza right now. Do you think when they land, let's just say they landed in U.S. soil and we took them in, Do you think they're coming in, and let's say they're brown? Do you think they're coming here and be like, how are we gonna save the African Americans? They're just trying to survive. And then when they get here, they're like, we just need a job. And then they're like, we need to learn English. And then they're like, there's so many things that my parents went through. Now I'm different. So I'm with you. I'm 48. I don't know. I think you're like in your 30s or maybe younger. But you know what I mean? So I get y'all. But remember, my mom came and they were in WAR. So when they land here, they're not thinking about like, oh, what's that called? Whatever fest, or Essence Fest or
Yeah.
anything. They're just trying to survive.
But and I will say, and I'm sorry, I know someone else wants to jump in, but I just want to address something that Miss Truth. So, Miss Truth, what she was saying earlier, and you were saying that the only people that ish in certain countries, so they come over and they have that rhetoric as they come over with, oh, we're all doctors, we're all lawyers, we're all this and that, when you're comparing a few individuals to a whole population of America. And then we have people who come over of refugee status who are simply happy to be over here because they are receiving those quote unquote government assistance. So they understand some of the things that Black Americans go through. So I'm not saying you, Miss Truthful, it's you, but I'm saying that rhetoric is coming from a class of people that you were speaking about.
I can understand that, but
thank you. You wrapped it up beautifully.
They all because
that was
I've never
well
seen
said, bro.
that except for in the Nigerians. I'm just keep it 100, but they have a lot of gang. That group of people, I don't even think they're the same as most of the Nigerians. I think they're a whole different group, a whole different. I'm gonna say it, a whole different species because they don't act empathic at all. Like with anything, everything is about money, money, money. I can understand trying to live and survive. That's understandable. But when when you all say I'm African, and then we have 55 da 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 da, but y'all don't resonate with each other. Y'all don't, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like you don't pick out which snake. I'm not calling you a snake, but I'm saying this is how you think. You don't pick out which snake is a snake that bite with the poisonous venom. You see all of them as snakes. Because that's what's happening now because they are representing Africans.
Remember, we're 50 countries,
Yeah,
and we don't even like each other. So I mean, I'm sorry,
right? That's
we
what
don't
I
even
just
like each
said.
other.
I know, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like with indigenous, I can, if when she's coming from that point, I can understand what she's saying. Even with like the Nigerian thing, even Africans, we've been speaking to Nigerians for multiple years on how they act when they go to other places. And that's why they're getting banned in other countries in the U.S. But sometimes when we do say that, we say that, okay, yeah, we may not like each other. At times, obviously, we're gonna fight, whether it's about cultural things or whatever like that. It's kind of like a rule where there's like, okay, no problem. Siblings, it's like they say how siblings you can fight at home. You can fight at home, you can tussle, whatever at home. But when you go outside, don't tussle in front of people.
Right.
Don't separate yourself in front of people. Don't cast your brother out in front of people. You don't
embarrass me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's all about representation. Don't make your grandmama like you wasn't raised right. We used to say that. Act like you know better than that. You was raised better than that type of thing. But Nigerians come here and they make everybody feel a certain type of way because they are very arrogant, cocky, and very disrespectful.
We've tried to speak, and we've tried to speak to them about that. Many African countries have tried to speak to Nigerians on that, but honestly, I don't know what to say.
I've heard that from more than just Nigerians, though.
It's not just Nigerians. It's other African countries too. But when it comes to it, Nigerians do the most.
They do.
They do the most.
And I've done.
They do.
But that's my opinion because
It definitely is. It definitely is. It's Nigerians, and there's also a lot of people on the Horn of Africa who not only come with a better than attitude, but they also come with featureism, with thinking because they have hair a certain way or because they have more quote unquote Eurocentric features, they are better than a typical black person. So I mean, I would say to the talking of feeling better than, there's Nigerians, but there's also people on the Horn who go into featureism and things like that.
What's Myron Gaines? What's Myron Gaines? Isn't he Sudan? Sudan?
Yeah, he's
He's an Arab
So the thing is, there's a lot of different Eritreans. I know there's a lot of different people. I don't know why everybody's trying to point at the whole finger, just because there's a lot of different experiences through a mass amount of people I've heard on live streams, talking shows, all kind of things where they call in, whether they be from any of these countries, call it saying the same talking points, coming through with the same amount of, you know what I'm saying, BS. And to old girl's point earlier, I understand some of y'all have a sob story, but us Americans did not leave this landmass through all the conflicts that we had back in the day. And if there was going to be a conflict to come to this shore, we will all join and unalive before we would ever go anywhere else. I want you to understand that directly. We will never leave.
Wait, say that again. I didn't hear the last
Wait,
part.
what you say?
But Samuel,
So
some
you
of
are
them will walk
unalive
here
before you
not
do
by
what?
not
I
because
said
they
if there was
wanted to.
any conflict to ever come to these shores again from any
Mhm.
major country, all of us, every Indian or black person or whatever on this landmass will join and either unalive fighting for this country or whatever. We would never leave this country. We will unalive before we leave this country.
Absolutely.
Understand
Hey,
that.
Samuel,
hey,
that's
Samuel,
true.
Samuel.
The Africans didn't start coming here into the
Hey, Miss
1980s.
Truth, real quick.
Yeah.
Samuel, are you 35 or under or around that age?
I'm 42.
Okay. So real quick, I love that you said that.
Me too.
Because I meant to say this earlier and I forgot. We have so many topics going on, right? I love that this is happening because I like this for my. I'm just gonna say Black Americans. I don't got time to try to figure out all this stuff. I love this because I've been here for 44 years, and I used to wonder why this didn't happen sooner. And even like me saying like, hey, we need Black men to vote. We need, whatever. But I love this. I think that we need to wrap up and I'm sorry, I say we because I've been here for so long. So sorry, but it needs to be wrapped up. It's a real culture. It's so special. And then also, you need to fight. Absolutely. And if you got to fight against me, it's okay because I get it and I'm okay with it.
But it's not.
It's about spirit. It ain't about color. It ain't about origin. It's about really one love. That's how we are as a people. We're about one love. We don't even show aggression or disdain or anything. We never did that towards Africans. We was, trying to connect into everything. But this experience, people say just TikTok. TikTok showed a lot. TikTok TikTok actually turned the narrative of how we thought about these, for me, Nigerians, I'm just say it, and turned it around to disdain, because I'm just like, these people, because they disrespect like in your face, and then they go over the line. Don't play about Big Mama, don't play about my grandmama, my mama, and you playing with my kids' future. So
You know
it
who
goes real personal. You understand what I'm saying?
you know who I
Can I
blame,
ask,
and
can
I
I
don't
ask
know
a
if you.
question?
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nish.
I was going to ask a question to Vegas. Where are you from? Or where did your family migrate here from?
Angola.
Angola. Okay, and you have children?
Yes, a 24-year-old.
Okay, did your son or daughter go to college?
Absolutely, my college.
Okay, so I just wanted to ask the question as far as like, okay, so you know how like you came here and your son or your daughter is
Daughter.
okay, your daughter is a Black American, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when they went to school, like
He's actually African American.
Okay, but okay, so let me tell this to you. So some scholarships or diversity initiatives intended for Black students do not distinguish between African Americans, like whose ancestors were enslaved in the U.S., and then Black immigrants from Africa. And so I feel like some first generation African immigrants whose families didn't experience American slavery or segregation receive the same benefits.
Nisha, I'm so glad you brought this up again. So Nisha, guess
Hold
what?
on.
Guess what?
Does anybody want to drop for new
When I
speakers?
feel when I
Anybody, hold on. Does anybody want to drop for new speakers? We got people in the request. Does anybody want to drop?
You can drop Brother Will.
All right, for sure.
Yeah, you can
I'll
drop
stay
me.
in here,
You
though.
can drop me, bro.
All right.
so
I've been
Nisha, I'm so glad. Sorry, host. So Nisha, I'm so glad you brought this back up again. So Nisha, guess what? When I fill applications, I am so real. A lot of applications say, "What country are you from?" And I say, because I was born in Botswana. My family's, because of the Civil War, I was born in Botswana, but I'm Angolan. I tell them exactly where I'm from. So we were never trying to hide it. So, so the thing is, it's your system that messed up. So go to your system, tell them what's going on. Go to your colleges, go to Harvard, go to Howard, go to Spelman, and tell them what they did. We just filled out what they said. It said black slash, which means or African American. I was a citizen. So I thought, and my teacher told me I was sorry, I'm yelling. I was African American. She gave me the sheet back. She said, "No, you have to fill out African American." I said, "Okay." So I'm sorry, we didn't know. Now we're all learning together. You know what I mean? Sorry.
Yeah,
But
that's
we
I
didn't
just
know.
All right,
like to ask that question because
hold
like
on.
okay like
We got somebody new on the panel. Hold on. So can you?
Hey, Kenya.
Also, Ciara, she's a citizen of Benin now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Well, go ahead, Nisha.
like for programs meant to repair slavery and systemic racism in the U.S. should go directly to people that were harmed by that history. So like okay, like your children and then like your grandchildren. I don't honestly feel like they should be able to get those type of benefits.
You know what though?
I mean, that's awesome. I mean, we're all now talking about it. We're gonna all figure it out. You guys are gonna go to those colleges and be like, "Hey, Spelman, hey, Howard, don't give it to the Africans. Ask if they're foundationally Black Americans. Do it. It's okay. We get it now."
I have a question for Nisha. Do you feel like, okay, I understand what you're saying, but do you feel like Africans have not suffered anything regarding during that slavery period? Like African people,
Yes.
Caribbean people,
Yes, I know.
Brazil?
I know. Just like how she was saying, how she's from Botswana and Angola, and I recognize, people, leaving their countries, leaving persecution, and I get all that. But y'all should get y'all stuff from y'all's country.
I mean,
No, no,
they
no.
passed.
What I'm
They all
saying
passed
is, for
53.
example, during slavery time, it was a lot of dismantling. So I would even say, okay, we get it from the US. If Africans, we say, okay, we want to get all of our stuff from Europe. For example, if I say, okay, I'm Togolese. So I want everything, because France did so much colonization and dismantling, I want everything from France.
How though? Because
If,
you're
if
most
France,
of
if
Africa
France
was
was offering,
protectorates.
if France were offering, you said, I'm sorry, where did you say the country? Tongo?
Togo. They did. It's
Togo.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So if France is offering Togo people reparations for what they did to Togo people, how dare a Nigerian or a Ghanaian or an American, African American come to Togo and try to reap those benefits because they moved there?
Right.
That's all that I'm saying. Like like I said, everybody goes through things, but if France is offering money or whatever to those people in Togo, who am I to go to Togo as an American, live there, have kids, and then my kids get benefits from what happened in Togo, and they don't have any kind of lineage there whatsoever.
That's understandable. That's understandable. And there's also specific scholarships for in the US for children of other ethnic backgrounds. I don't know if people
And I
know
agree.
about
Like
it.
when I was in school, I went to school with a lot of international students, and I do recognize that in some countries in Africa, they don't even have birth certificates. So they'll come over and make up whoever they want to be. Like I know for a fact when I was in school, these kids I was in school with, they claimed they was 21, 20. Them people was 30 years old I was in school with. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's wrong. That's because they
So
don't have proper government officials checking them. I know in Togo, if you don't have a birth certificate, yeah, they might kill you. Ooh, unalive you.
Unalive. You gotta stay alive.
Unalive. I'm sorry, unalive.
Not
yeah, so
person to
that's
say
all
it.
that I was just wondering, as far as like, African immigrants that come to this country and then y'all have, your children here and your children here, y'all shouldn't reap the benefits of Black Americans. I'm sorry.
That's
But,
understandable.
but
That's
her dad
completely
is
understandable.
half, but she's also half African American. So why would she not?
What's a half African American?
My
Ooh.
daughter
That's
is
part of the trickery. That's part of the trickery, y'all. This is through the U.S. corporation, but that's the same thing with. You need to be looking at your corporation over there because that's what they are. All those 55 countries y'all speak of are corporations, and they've been in contract for
I
a
feel like
long time.
I feel
So
like
they
these
make
Nigerians are
agreements.
getting hip to
Oh no, you saying a lot? They saying the live glitching. Hello, there's a live glitching.
No, I've
not to
heard
me.
several
No,
people
hold on.
talking.
I'm talking to people in the chat. Talking to people in the
No,
chat.
I don't see it glitching. My
I'm
daughter is
talking to
African
people in the
American.
chat.
Hold on,
Can you
Darlington,
not?
hold on.
I'm talking to people in the chat. All right, you said no. All right, cool. All right, go ahead.
My daughter is
I have a
African
question.
American. So
I have
now
a
what?
question. I have a question. Like y'all passed up 53 other countries to come here, right? I mean, like in Africa, y'all have 54 countries. So if the one's not doing good for you, why don't y'all go to another one?
People
Because of
do.
corruption.
People do. People
Corruption.
go to Ghana.
I
People
mean,
go.
that's your own problem. Y'all bringing
And we
corruption
live in
over
a
here.
global society, ma'am. I'm sorry that you only stay in America. We live in a
Yeah,
global
yeah.
society.
We
go
know
to
y'all are
Paris.
nomadic,
We
hunter
go to
gatherers.
UK.
That's why y'all
We
One
go
travel.
mic,
everywhere.
one mic. I'm not about to have people like.
Yeah.
Can
So real
people
quick,
hold on? Can people? Yeah, I get y'all be packed, but can people just tone down? Like I'm not trying to hear y'all get loud in my ear.
yeah.
Like
So real
I'm
quick,
not.
we live in a global society, ma'am. I mean, I know that a lot of Americans like to just stay in America, but Africans, we travel. We got to do what
Yeah,
what
we
we
don't
gotta do.
agree with this
And we,
global society. Y'all
yeah,
made it a
yeah. I'm
global
sorry.
society on us,
Sorry.
right? And like our
Sorry.
ancestors were into agriculture. We stayed with our land, right? Now, yeah, we did have people that travel, but we stay in our lands. There's people that live in Mississippi that ain't never left Mississippi, right?
Why? You
And
understand we got everything here.
no, but my thing is this, right? This government you're telling us to go complain to are the same people who allow people to join the military who ain't even citizens,
Mhm.
right? And also the same government that military only done bad things to our people. Y'all are all
So
coming over
what do you
here.
think we can do? So what can we do if you can't even do it?
I wanted
No,
to,
you need to go home.
yeah, and I would
What can
chime
we
in and
do if
say,
you
My
can't do
thing
it?
is, Kenya. Majority of Africans are in Africa. Not it's not even 3/4 of 1/4.
Not
Not
enough.
even one
Not
fourth of
enough.
Africans
Not
are
enough.
overseas.
Not
but
Yeah,
enough.
I wanted to chime in and say just real quick that
yeah. Keep it at one mic, please. Like I'm trying to go ahead, Sam.
appreciate you. I just wanted to say that when the YTs came here, and I got plenty of newspaper documents to show, their whole thing in the newspapers was get you an Indian wife so that way you can have children and get yourself some of those Indian benefits like land and Indian citizenship and all the good stuff that you're getting today as an American citizenship coming over from an African and then marrying an African American and having now you say you don't say your baby's an African, you say she's an African American. And now she's getting all the benefits and stuff too. See, we've seen this before, is all I'm saying.
Mhm. And why do they only call us African American? But what about everybody they say came from Africa, the origin of mankind? And they ain't talking about us. They talking about people that are mankind. Millions of years back and things like that. They ain't talking about how the heck are Africans African when they migrated there? Like, where do you really migrate from?
Exactly.
Because before that, it wasn't Africa to the mid 1800s, and then people say no, it's not. Yes, it is. That's why it's an oral history.
That was the name. Africa was always there. It was just an
What was it
established
called?
name. So it's like America.
Africa was there, but it
America
was
was always
Neanderthals and
there, but it
hominids.
wasn't
It
always
wasn't.
named America.
Listen,
What was
America was
your
always named
country
America.
called?
No.
Africa was always there, but some people don't even know what they're saying when they say this. One African said, "Mankind was in my backyard." Mankind was when they talk about those years that they claim it was, it was African people. It was not. They talking about Neanderthals and hominids that evolved into modern humans from a primate, a human,
Wait,
human.
real
Africans
quick.
have
I'm
stories.
gonna drop and make some space, but it's about almost 80 people in here. Let's try to get the taps going. We're at 30K. Let's try to at least make it to 60. Gift the host if you like what you're hearing. Also, if you want to support indigenous businesses, please click on the host page, click on the bio, and there's a link for a GoFundMe. Let's support each other. But I'm gonna drop down to make some more space.
All right, for sure. Appreciate it.
I'm okay doing the same. It's just that I'm the only African, I think, on the panel.
Miss,
So do you want me to stay up or do you want me to drop
I mean,
down and
I
apply?
mean, you can drop down if you want. Like, if you want to, that's why you can stay up if you want.
Oh, I want to stay. I'm having fun.
All right,
And
all right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just the logic of it does not make sense because who's indigenous? So y'all named after a continent with 55, like y'all always say, but y'all don't even navigate around each other. And then when they talk about this transatlantic, they don't talk about the fact that it was not to North America and they came over way later. So they're not talking about the true origin of where they went. They're not talking about the fact that they were trading each other way before the colonialism. So it's a lot of things that are just not true. But the one thing this is logic is who in the heck could have gathered people and took them on this unmotorized boat with that many and came here and they knew how to cultivate the land, a foreign land. That makes
I
no
have a
sense.
question for you. I have a question for you, indigenous.
Go ahead.
So I've only been here for 44 years. Your family has been here for many, many years. You probably went back to 1500s or whatever, 1400s. Why didn't you guys figure this out before? I'm not your problem. It's you and the government. So why didn't you figure this out and tell them that you were not African American before? It's not my problem.
The same way that y'all don't know that was an experimental continent and they was putting the exiles over there, the trickery, the lies, and wicked people that have trick or treat treaties, and the whole world helping with it. The whole world. What you see now, everybody going against the indigenous, the ones they know who we are, the ones that even started this, they know who we are. So that's why the indoctrination of religion, of food poisoning, all the things that are done to keep us and our frequency low, just like a superhero, like the kryptonite or the spinach makes you strong. It's the same thing. They know what keeps the frequency down, like bringing people in to argue, and we're not them people. The higher our frequency goes, the more we remember.
You're doing it now, right? You're doing it now, right?
Huh?
You say you're doing it now, right?
Doing what now?
No, I asked you a question, and then
I said doing what now? What are we doing? Oh, trying to change things or changing things. Not trying. Yes. Yeah, because this is divine awakening, right?
You know what?
Supposed to happen.
And I'm happy about that. It's good. It's a great thing.
Yeah, don't take it personal because we already went over that. It's
I support
not all of y'all, but it's a dangerous group of what they call themselves Africans that
don't worry about
need
them.
to beat
Don't worry
around.
about them. I got them. Don't worry about them. Do what you guys got to do. I love what you guys are doing. Do it.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Being that most so-called Africans, I'm only saying so-called because that's what they were named after the continent, and realistically, How do you know that you are not one of the original and was just told you're African because you're in Africa?
Maybe I'm not, right?
I don't know. It's all in the blood.
So Gabrielle.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So do I get
Maybe.
reparations now?
Huh? You got a
Okay.
red undertone?
I said, do I get reparations now?
No. Reparations were given to the Slavics. I don't care about
You gotta
reparations. I want
understand.
run me
Okay,
my
You gotta
money out of
understand how to get
taxes
to this
and
point.
run me my land.
okay. My question on this whole red undertones
You
thing,
gotta
it blows me
understand
every
how to
single time.
It's
There's
real.
Hold on,
so
hold on.
many Africans who have red undertones. It's
They
funny.
may not be African.
Oh, that right there. I have red undertones.
I was
Actually,
gonna
my
say the same
joke to my
thing.
family is that in the
got red
summertime,
undertones.
I'm burnt orange, and my daughter is too. And we're different skin tones. She's
You gonna have to
darker
get
than
off.
me.
Yo, Garza, you gonna have to get off the camera with that.
Yeah, me and my daughter are different skin tones, but we're both burnt orange, and I'm African. So I mean, you can't really say that.
But you don't know that you're African because you all migrated. So what makes an African an African? That's a great question.
And what makes you indigenous?
From the soil, and just when you know, in my genealogy
Exactly.
shows that
Exactly.
Hold
we've been
on.
here.
Hold on.
My people.
Hold on. See, you got a violation, Garza. I told you, like, you can't do that on camera. They will give you a violation.
Let's put some fruits.
Yeah, like the live, share the live.
Can we get another African on the live?
I mean, maybe if y'all share it, they might. If y'all share it, they might come up. Who
We're
knows?
not attacking you. Hello.
It's okay. I love y'all. Let's everybody like the live. Like the live. I mean, you know what? I'm not here to fight for real. I'm just like, I want to make sure that my people are represented, but I'm not really trying to fight. I don't care.
You think we want to fight?
No.
Yeah, we ain't trying to fight either. We just tired of being disrespected.
Hey, real quick, real funny, but hey, sorry Africans, but I don't know why Americans go to black African braiding shops. I would never, ever. Are you guys crazy? They snatch every edge of your hair, and you will be bald headed. No
That's you.
way.
Or
That's
braid
you.
your brains out.
Hell yeah. I
Las
don't
Vegas,
do that.
that is you. My mom owns one here. She owns two back home. My hair is long and it's.
Oh, I'm sorry,
full.
Mama. I'm sorry, Mama. And you're right. You're right. But I'm just saying, in America, shoot. If
gotta
somebody
find the
treats
right
me bad,
ones.
I don't go back.
You gotta go to the right ones. You gotta find ones who actually treat your hair.
Yeah, I have a
My mom
black
has good
African
hair. My
American
grandmother has
woman
good
does
hair.
my hair.
So
I have a black African American woman does my hair, and I love her.
I'm lying saying that I have hair. You want me to show you my hair?
Go ahead.
You on camera?
That comment was
I
old. That was an old comment.
Everybody pay that money, but they can't keep it in for more than they can't. If they can get through like the third day, they might keep it, but the majority take it out because it's too tight.
And that's not really true. Because my
Well, I
daughter,
said the experience of the people that
no,
I
my
saw.
daughter goes and gets her hair done there because you could call them last minute. You could show up and walk in and get your hair done. And my daughter is 24 years old and doesn't plan shit. So no, she doesn't.
Well,
I think
that's
she's
good.
crazy, but I don't. I'm 48.
Yeah, when I want to get my braids, I go to my mom's shop. Now, if I want to get like a ponytail or a lace front or a wig, I book my appointment with my girl, and she does it for me.
Keisha,
Exactly.
what are you talking about?
Hey, what's up, Ozzy?
She on the panel, but she not saying anything. She's
Who on? Who's on?
Hey
the panel?
Darvin,
Oh,
I
what's
was
up,
just
Keisha?
waiting for you to
I
yes,
forgot
call
you came up
upon
here.
me.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to give me permission.
All right, so what you got on Ciara becoming Beninian.
I was just wondering for the Americans, when you grew up, didn't your grandparents tell you that you're not supposed to have more than one person in your hair?
Yeah.
And they would tell you to put
Yeah.
either a piece of stick in your mouth or something like that because they said it was bad luck.
And some family too, but most of the family did our hair.
Yeah, and I
Before we
remember
started.
that clear. I remember that clear as day. That's not something that we do. We don't have more than one person in our hair.
That's your crown.
What?
Right,
Yeah.
I agree. And you know, and it was the first time I ever had more than one person in my head was at an African braiding shop. But Black Americans do not do that.
Yeah, it's one person. But me, I don't mind. Especially me, I don't mind. Especially because I know the type of braids I get. I always get either extra small knotless below my
No,
butt.
but what
What's the bigger level of
what
spirituality?
she's saying is though, like you can go and they'll be trying to, get done. So it'll be 3-4 people on head. If that was an African American braiding shop, we would never do that. Because that's like a taboo. You know what I mean? Like for our culture.
See, and that's a taboo in your culture. In our culture, it's no problem. You can have 3, 4, 5 braiders in your hair, and it would be no problem. Me personally, when I'm about to do my hair, I always tell my mom, "Hey, mom, like I need 3 people or 4 people because I want to be done in like 5 hours," and we do it.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I
Keisha,
will explain.
Keisha,
So-called Black Americans,
Keisha,
they don't want to
Keisha.
sit all day.
I'm not explaining about the reasons why because I've decided to just keep my people culture, but for spiritual reasons, it's a reason for that. Just like when we say don't cut the pole, and there's a spiritual reason for that. Something else y'all probably don't know nothing about.
That want to crack
But
you,
my
break your mama back. I never got that one right there though.
But yeah, and my point is everything that we do is for a reason. It was for a reason, and I asked my grandfather those reasons, and I never questioned it again. I had came back up here because of the comment saying that America wasn't always called America.
Yes, it was.
It was.
Yes, it was.
A lot of people say, "Oh, it's Amerigo Vespucci." No, they changed his name. His name was Alberto Vespucci. After he passed away, they changed his name. That name was already here. It's been on old maps with a T in the front of it with a comma at the top. But that name has always been here. But that continent name was given in 1885 after the Berlin Conference. My thing is, how is it that there's documents saying that there was a transatlantic slave trade when that ocean was called Ethiopian Ocean and that continent wasn't even called Africa until 1885? Don't
And
that mean
Keisha,
that
you
those
guys should
documents
look into
Hold on, hold on,
this.
Vegas. Hold on, Vegas.
don't that mean that those documents were forged? Or either they were talking about over here, like we've always been saying, that they've been going from South America to islands and up, and the expression selling you up the river. We're saying that it all happened here. It didn't come from across the ocean over here. So, I mean, that was my only point. How is the document saying no documents are saying Africa until way later on? And then you have a situation with the ocean not even being named the Atlantic until like was 1790. So 90 something. I already checked that too. So how is there an Atlantic slave trade when none of those things were named that then? It would have been on the document saying the Ethiopian Ocean. Or even with Africa being half of it being called Ethiopia. Why isn't it saying they brought them from Ethiopia?
Current documents.
It's a lot of silly stuff. When you're looking at old maps, you seeing that there's a lot of stuff with history that was reconstructed. I don't think a lot of people know about Reconstruction era. That
Let
they
us know when you land.
YT washed everything and they changed everything to something else.
Everything,
That's the
maps
whole
and
problem.
everything. Names places that were in the Americas, and it's like even the biblical names. It's a map showing the
Even the
biblical names.
languages in Africa.
Yeah. it's just this is not logical. That's why I'm like, yeah, then y'all, then not y'all, but then they had a nerve to say you're not educated. You're not educated because you just trained and repeat what you've been told from the same person that did it to you. That makes sense.
I mean,
We have
it's your
firsthand
educational
accounts.
system that's teaching everybody. So if you guys have a better idea, create books. It's okay. We'll read it.
No, they
That's the
don't. They don't
thing.
read it.
That's the
Probably know it's
thing.
an agenda. They don't want to learn the truth. But yet they say that we're
No,
descendants.
no, everybody, think about it. Many Africans come up say we want to learn, and then you guys cuss them out.
That's
Not you,
not true.
not y'all too, not y'all too, but in other
They
panels.
Nah, let me
always they
tell. I'm gonna
always
tell you real
say
quick
that,
how
but
that
they be
happened. We
lying.
were learning our history. We were learning the truth. We were waking up, and the natives started coming at us. You're not in da da da, and then the Africans joined in with the natives against us. You're from Africa. You're da 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 dee, but it wasn't. It was disingenuous because how you gonna say we you, but then in the same sentence say we slave babies, we got baby mamas, we don't control. Just the disrespect. Oh, your grandmother
It
lied.
wasn't
All of
everybody.
that.
Come
So it was
on,
like, come on, make it make sense. Y'all not
it
for us.
wasn't everybody.
I didn't say it was everybody. I
It
said
wasn't everybody.
what was coming up, the representation of Africans. That's what I said. You say it's a monolith, but you have people that shouldn't represent Africans then because they're not doing a very good job.
And then you should have people that
Hold on, we got a
should
new
represent
person on it. We got a
American.
new person on the
They're
panel.
not
Hold on.
doing a good job
Oh,
either.
sorry, we got a new person on the
Absolutely.
panel. We got a new person on the panel.
Sorry, go ahead, Darwin. Welcome.
Hey, Tam, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I just come up to say one thing.
Hold on, where you
Welcome,
from? What's
people.
up? Hold on, hold
I'm
on.
I'm from Houston, Texas.
All right, what's your ethnicity?
I am black.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, why come no one never speaks about COINTELPRO?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Dude, we just ain't.
do some history, research that, and that'll tell you a whole lot of things. And that's all I wanted to say. Do that, and then come back and talk. Okay? I'm going to
Research what?
Pam.
What was that?
Pam, let me
Okay,
say
I'm
something.
listening, sweetheart. Go ahead.
I just looked that up. As a matter of fact, you said that because everyone was saying different narratives about Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. And with Chat GBT, when you do the AI, you have to say, don't give me the mainstream, give me the truth, the real truth. It takes
Exactly.
you through several different. I'm glad you asked that. It goes deep, and then you get the truth, the final truth. And they talked about the COINTELPRO because people were saying that both of them were. I believe that about MLK, but they told the truth about how, when he started speaking differently with that "I Have a Dream" speech, they don't let you hear the whole speech when he started talking about how he misled his people. And I think he actually did just wake up because Malcolm was talking to him, but I don't think they were, I don't think Martin knew exactly what was going on and how they was using him against us. I really don't. And definitely not Malcolm.
And the reason why I say that, I'm 70 years old. Okay, so now I remember all that COINTELPRO stuff. Okay, and that's real. We have been reclassified so many times, and tell me why is that? There's a reason behind all of that.
Indigenous erasure.
That's right.
So they could push their
That is
agenda.
exactly true. And that's, people don't talk about that.
And they don't talk about recessive
You know what?
dominance.
I'll say this. I went in a rabbit hole about Creoles, and I learned, and I had to call my girlfriend. I was like, you know what? I realized you may not even be African. You know what she did? She just smiled at me through our video call, and because I found out that some Creoles came from like French regionals. They came to the U.S. and New Orleans, and I mean, there's so much history for all of us that we all got to give each other grace. And I land.
Yeah, we do. We do. We just don't like disrespect. And people trying to tell us who we are, they don't know who they are.
Gotta also look into that also because France wasn't always called France. It was called Gal. A lot of those people that spoke French came down from Canada. That was right here.
And why is
All
it
you
that
have to do is look into the old maps. The old maps show you the names of all these places. A lot of these names, just look for when it was actually founded and named that. Like India. India wasn't always called India. It was just named India. In 1492, it was called
Recently.
Hindustan or Bharat.
Right,
So
yeah.
everybody thinks that Columbus thought he was in India, but it wasn't an India over there. But if you was to look it up and see when that name actually got over there, it wasn't even till 1900s.
Yep, that was to fit their narrative because they knew that it was mostly in the islands and Brazil and Portugal. Like he didn't touch over here at that time. We was over here chilling. If you look at some of the old pictures of our people, just classy and man doing their thing and not. Yeah, it wasn't no people that were coming in from a voyage of being abused and no. You had
And not to even think,
you can't say the A word.
No, I'm saying when you look at the timeline. When
Yeah,
you
but
look at the timeline,
you can't say ABUSE.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That way, you know what I'm saying, y'all. But it just don't make sense. And then these people, how they come up and do all this, and they were not well. They were and get our people on ships, our people, our men, and these was weak little sickly people at that time.
And
even the
what is
language
it,
came
why
from
is it
German
that
country.
everyone is coming for us? I mean, why? I mean, I don't understand that. Why is everyone all of a sudden just coming for us, trying to tell us who we are, who we are not?
Because they trying to keep people in line.
Hold on. We got New Era up here. What's up, New Era? New Era, you there? You in the Matrix, yeah. Hold on, you in the Matrix, yeah. I can't hear you.
Can I say
All right.
something, Pam?
Hold on, we got new people on the panel.
Bring them out. Bring them out.
All right, we got the bold lions. Oh, you said drop you. All right, we got the bold lions. What's up? Where you from? What's your ethnicity?
I'm black, 47-year-old Memphis, Tennessee. I'm a second generation Nigerian though.
So you're not from Tennessee?
I mean, I live here. I live in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm second generation Nigerian. You know what I'm saying?
All right. What you got about the prompt here?
Ciara officially becomes a citizen of Benin after tracing her DNA back to her African roots. That's a beautiful thing, man. You see what I mean? That's a beautiful thing. She acknowledges her ancestry, man, and that's a beautiful thing. Yeah, I like that, man. Instead of there's some people that are fixated on erasing their history, burying
Erasing what history?
It's the history of the transatlantic slave trade.
Were Africans the only people enslaved? Were Africans the only people enslaved here?
Sir, I'm talking about American history.
No, American, sir. You're talking to an American about American history. So, were Africans the only people enslaved here? Yes or no?
Were Africans the only people enslaved here in America?
No. Yes. In America. Yes or no?
No, they were not.
Okay then. So how are folks erasing Africans in our American history, right? When most of the people in America that were enslaved in America were from America.
No, not really.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was, sir. How many hold on.
Let me off, man. I mean, wow, man. Relax. You all right?
Like, why am I don't try to play that game, dude. Talk to me then.
Games. You're
No,
not
no,
educated.
Well,
I am
sir,
educated.
don't
Hold
start
on,
the
hold on. I got,
language.
hold on. I got this.
You're not
I get,
educated.
I
You
am
studied
educated.
African
When,
American
hold on. When did the first Africans get to Virginia, sir?
Look, I really don't care. What she's
You,
doing is
you really don't care. So you don't know history. So why are you having a conversation about history that you don't know, sir? Huh? Oh, he's gone. All right, cool. We got Somali lioness.
They send them in, Dar. That's what they do. Go in. Your turn. Go in.
Okay, so I'm just here just to add, as a foreigner that came to America, I always wondered. I understand the topic. I understand the conversation, as in, why do they bring people from Africa if they had the natives here? I always wondered why, because like I said, I learned American history in 4th grade, but I never really knew the real history and what happened in America. And I feel like there's a lot of things they're not saying, as in the people that were really here. And I do understand the confusion on the African slave trade. I don't know. I was told that there was no actual pictures. There was just images of, like, there wasn't a real actual pictures from the slave trade. So, I mean, I do see why people say they are originally here. And there's something that we should look into further. No one is forcing any separation. I think it's just we're all Black. And at the end of the day, we're all Black, regardless where you're from in this world. Black is not just for Americans, it's for all Africans and all whoever
That's why
just
we don't
associates
want
with
to call. That's why we
Africa.
can't. We don't call it.
So that's how I look at it.
You're not even Black and Somalis. Like, what we
I know,
talking
but
about?
Black Somalis are Black.
But y'all aren't.
Our race is Black.
No, y'all aren't.
The only
Y'all,
race.
How you
y'all
gonna tell us
consider,
who we are?
y'all are considered Caucasoid.
We take a
man.
DNA test. Our DNA test is 100% Somali.
It's Somalis. Somalis. Are you Black or Somali?
Black is a race, sir.
Black is
Are
a
you
race
Black?
in the Americas.
Are you Black? Are you Black? Are you Black
but
and
I'm
Somali? Ma'am,
African.
ma'am, are you Black and Somali? That's my question.
Sir, you're just trying to make what
I'm
your
not
topic
forcing
is.
nothing. I'm not forcing nothing. Are you Black and Somali? Why can't you answer a yes or no question? Answer a yes or no question. A yes or no question. It's a yes or no question. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? If you don't talk to those big head bobblehead, hold on. If you don't talk to those big bobbleheaded men, hold on.
If you want,
ma'am,
The host, don't be rude.
ma'am. I was about to say, if you don't talk to those, if you don't talk to those big, hold on. Do you have? All right. If you don't talk to those big ass
and I'm Black.
get off my
That's
panel.
it.
If you don't talk to those big headed ass bobbleheaded men of yours like this, then don't talk to me like that.
Darby, that's the third. You probably gonna have 2 more. They send them in.
Hey, can I say this?
Exactly.
Hold on, we got OG.
Maybe this is the 4th one. You know they got
I
those.
never heard of
Africans.
Africans say
Y'all
they
know
was
they got
Black.
some pictures from. I got the pictures.
You said you never heard of Africans say they were Black?
Yeah, never
Africans
heard
just
of
start calling themselves.
That makes no sense.
Black, they would say their tribe. I'm not Black. They would even say, I'm not Black American. I'm Nigerian.
What
They
other
would
say
type
what
of
country they
Somalis
from.
is there?
Sorry, I'm Black. I'm Black.
But that's the problem. Why would you call yourself something that nobody is thinking there are white Somalis?
Exactly.
Let me give
So
you
why
an
would
answer.
you have to put
Let me
Black
give you an
in front
answer.
of
Let
it?
me give you an answer.
And you cannot find
Let me
race.
give you an answer.
Hold on. You don't have to explain your color in front of your nationality.
I'm Black.
So Americans, we explain our
Hold
color
on, ma'am. Hold on, ma'am. You walking in the house, you ain't greet nobody. Where you from? What's your ethnicity? 50 Shades.
Unmute. Hey guys, my apologies. I came in a little, hot. Sorry, but I am from United States. I am a Black American.
You. All right, hold on. Somebody got a hot mic. But yeah, go ahead. What you saying?
Yeah, I'm
You
from
from
the United
America,
States.
Black American?
I'm a
All
Black
right.
American. Yeah.
All right. What you think about the prompt?
I think it's great that she was able to trace her roots back to Benin and get citizenship. I think having multiple citizenships is great if you have the opportunity and resources to do so. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Do you notice that it says DNA? It doesn't say she traced her roots. It says that she traced DNA to that she got somebody to take her blood and do a test. It's not that she went through documents and found this person in this land and that's how she found out. And those tests, the geneticists have already said you cannot find a tribe. Even the man that started this stuff said you can't find a tribe with some spit. He said it himself.
Yeah, and definitely not land.
Those DNAs are not to be
And
trusted.
definitely not when Africans ain't have roots in Africa. That's they don't have roots in Africa. They're not indigenous.
So is there an issue with her getting citizenship in this country?
No, it's not an issue. She can say what she want to say. It's just the point that she said she traced her African roots on a DNA test when you can't trace land origin through DNA, number one. And with migration, hello, it just don't make sense.
They do it all the time.
No, they don't do it all the time.
Yeah, even if you
It can only really go back 7, if at the most, I give it 8 generations. It can't trace you to land.
It may be not accurately, and maybe just the way that they did it, it placed her in majority, like a large percentage of her DNA in this specific country. But if you take one of those tests, it gives you percentages of countries all over the world. I'm not saying that they're accurate. I'm saying, but that's the information.
Do you know how accurate those tests are?
I just say I'm not saying that they're accurate. I'm saying
no, I said how accurate. There's 0.0. Do you know how many things that they have to shuffle through to be able to find anything out about you? They only know how to decipher 2% of your DNA. 98% they don't know nothing about. At the most, they can find out who's your mom and your dad and cousins, but they can't find out ancestry. Those people in the ground. How can they skip across all these people in the ground already to a whole nother land and say, you from over there? When even Africans are mixed. They got populations that have been mixing with one another for hundreds of years and moving
But
around.
the way they do it is that they tell you where the people that are most familiar with you are living now.
They
and you're right.
They call them the American Indians.
Hold on.
Right.
We got new people on the panel. Well, we got OG, and we got Onkel.
OG, what's up?
What's up, y'all?
OG, what's up, Icon? OG, where you at? Yeah, man. And how can a person that was a group of people that weren't here tell anybody's world origin or anything about the world? They weren't even. Come on. DNA
You can be from wherever you want to be. We don't
Africans
care.
wasn't even there at the
We do
time.
not care. We do not care.
How can you not care? I care.
No,
we
you
do
can be
care.
from wherever you want to be. It's
No.
okay.
We do care.
I don't agree with that because I want my
That's what
seed
got us
to get
here.
the benefit of what my ancestors went through for
Yeah,
years.
that's
There's
crazy.
nothing
Yeah,
else.
I think the brother trying to talk.
I'm sorry, but
about
go
it.
ahead.
Why is this?
I think the brother trying to talk.
Oh, yeah.
All right, cool. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying that's kind of crazy how Ciara did that, man. Like, because that test does not actually prove that that her roots come from Africa. So that's some crazy stuff. Because even in America, you can't take a genealogy DNA test in court because it doesn't connect you to an actual real person. You get what I'm saying? So like that's some crazy shit because like 23andMe is just nothing but guesses. So because they can't really connect you to anything else, the closest proximity of anything they can connect you with is Africa. And they even tell you that when you go and you read your scientific detail results, like for example, 23andMe, you go on there, and the results they give you is only at 30%, but you can actually look at it and take that confidence level up all the way to 90%, and 99% of all of us is going to read not detected. And they will tell you that 30% confidence level mean that they couldn't find anything. So they already disclosed within the test itself that you're not even African. So that's some crazy ass shit. So I honestly think that Ciara, that she probably was paid to do this, or when she attempted to do it, you know, a lot of the African countries, they'll give free citizenship in order to, you know, garner Black Americans to come down there.
Mhm.
You know,
Yep. You know what else, brother? You right. And it says entertainment purposes only right there. And they didn't have
Actually,
a lot of them didn't even have samples from the Americas. We weren't even in the sample.
it was on
No, it wasn't.
they actually
um,
using us as a reference panel.
yeah,
If you
I was
actually look at those, you know, you go into the percentages, it'll probably say not detected, and then
yeah,
you
it's
find
gonna say
out
it.
that they're using us as the reference panel.
Yeah, and I use my DNA results. I was on somebody live. I was on somebody live. He was an African on there talking about like DNA results and all that stuff. And I actually used my own results and showed everybody what the test is actually saying. I showed everybody I used my results as an example. And then this African, he had pulled up his results and he had detected on one because he's literally from Africa. But on mine, I had no, absolutely. It said not detected, not detected. And so even just ask, what does not detected means on your 23andMe results? And they're gonna explain it. They're gonna
Mm.
explain it. Yep.
And I don't know if nobody noticed this, but when 23andMe got in trouble, they changed right the samples. Like people was getting America and in their database and things like that. Like they tried to correct the fraud of samples. But that probably was a lot
It
too.
is. Remember back in like 2010, like I was trying to tell everybody in that other live that like back in, y'all can Google this by the way, like back in 2010, 2011 or whatever, 23andMe gave all Black Americans free tests.
Oh wow.
Like literally, yeah, just straight up. If you was Black American, you got a free test, and I'm talking about they was building the
Mm.
whole thing off of us. Look at Google it right now. Like 23andMe was giving all
When
free
they on the
DNA.
agenda, they offer money. They even offer
Look,
when that thing came out, the C-19, they was offering money. They was offering the herbals, everything. Just like in the
yeah,
plasma centers, you basically can get paid $1,000 a month as a regular to
yeah,
give
Yep.
your
Donated
liquid
plasma.
gold.
yeah. I know during um I do regret like giving now today. I do kind of regret giving my giving my DNA out, but I can definitely tell you that there are some there is some pros to my learning as to why I'm kind of glad I did that, because I got to learn what the tests were actually saying and how fake the shit was. And then another thing I would say that's a little bit positive, because only part of them tests is fake, and that's the ancestry composition part of the test. The only accurate part of that test is the DNA relatives part, where you see like your DNA relatives, people you related to over in Americas, because that's based on paternity, maternity, lineage, you know. But the other test where they do the ancestry composition part, 23andMe explain that that's totally something different, and that has nothing to do with connecting you with actual living people. Has nothing to do with that.
How far did it go back for the relative thing? You said that was
Yeah, the relative stain, like for an example, the relative stain is accurate, and that's a different type of testing. Like for an example, And like if my brother took 23andMe test or whatever like that, he'll pop up as my DNA relative.
Okay.
But like if you was to try to go and you was trying to see relative, if you was to try to see if this whole relative things connect with the ethnicity results, you will find that it has nothing to do with the ethnicity results, you know. And then they just pretty much would explain on a scientific detail how they determine your ethnicity and all these guesses and all this stuff like that. And it has nothing to do with actual people or tribal members in Africa. It has nothing to
So
do
what
with
it
nobody.
is,
Yeah,
it's the similarities,
exactly.
and they're not taking
Because
into
we got,
account that our
yeah,
people were sent over there too.
You
yeah.
know
And
what?
then
Mixed
also,
and mingled.
I'm
and then
sorry.
also, just think of
I
this
got a
common
button.
sense right here. It's just because we all human
Uncle,
beings.
Uncle.
Yeah.
So you are telling us that they told you accurately who your family members were, your family members, but you don't believe where you were born. Here's the thing.
No, 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 no.
You're
It's
correct.
two
No, no,
different.
no,
I
no.
just I just
Listen.
explained that it's
Listen.
two different. It's two different testing that they do.
No,
The
no.
testing that
I
they do
get
to
it.
determine
Just
your ethnicity result, that's not
listen.
paternity maternity DNA test, and nobody should get them confused. How they determine your ethnicity is not how they determine your relatives. They're
Oh
two
no, I get
different
it.
things.
So let me talk. I get it. Trust me. I've been through the rabbit hole. The main thing you have to understand is they're telling you who you're most closely associated with based on your DNA. Yeah, you're right. Maybe your family was not in Nigeria, in that common space. Maybe you guys were down below or up above or whatever. They're just telling you where they are now. So you believe them with your family members because you see it worked, evidently.
No, because
I mean,
No,
just said it's
if
because
somebody
different.
put in the database
I
with the
just got
same
to
DNA, it'll
explain
come up
that
as a
it's a
relative.
different test. It's a different test that they do to determine your ethnicity. It's not the same type of testing how they would do. See, like, okay,
So you trust one but not the other.
DNA can't
okay,
trace origin or land.
in order for a DNA connection,
Yeah.
okay, you need more than one person that would connect. But you can't say I'm African, okay, if there are no people I connect with Africa. You get what I'm saying? So like the way that they determine your ethnicity is just based off of physical
Breakfast panels.
characteristics.
Oh, there's
Like the
breakfast
fact
panels.
that we got brown skin, the fact that we got nappy hair, the fact that we got this kind of characteristics, it has
Right.
nothing to do with you actually being blood related to these people.
And they
Okay?
have different blood.
It has nothing to do with that. That's why I'm saying that it's two different tests. You know, it's just a guess. Like they can guess that a polar bear, a grizzly bear descend from a polar bear because they have similar to characteristics, but you can't say neither one of them come from one another. You get what I'm saying? So that's what you have to understand when it comes to the test. Yeah, we're gonna be similar to them because we got brown skin, we got nappy hair, but we're not blood related to those people. It's just based off of physical characteristics. You know, two eagles may look alike. An African eagle might look like
You
an
know what?
American
Okay,
eagle, but
that's
you can't
fine.
have one of them from the other. That's all it is.
Okay.
It's
For
a
sure.
follow up.
Hold
It's a
on,
follow back with
hold
the
on, hold on,
since is Africa
hold
eating
on. One mic.
Africans.
Hold
That's
on, we
all.
got, hold on. We got Moo on. We got somebody new. Moo up here. What's up,
Peace,
Moo?
y'all. Peace, Darvin. What's up, Billy? But not where we're back on what family was saying. There's other websites that you can actually use to look into, like you look into your mapping of your archaeology. So basically, it will show you just based off your raw data that you upload to the website. You'll be seeing that what type of ancient bowls that you're connected to. We know that there's a lot of ancient bowls all over this entire globe. It's not going to be one designated spot in Africa. It's going to be more in West Europe, Eurasia, Australia, the Americas, or even Greenland, right? So because that we have other websites that can show us other things besides just this percentage of ethnicity to give us a whole understanding of our whole ancestry genetic breakdown to be exact. And then on top of that, when you understand DNA, it's not just by a percentage. It'll give you the whole breakdown of what type of illness that your genetics may receive, where that genetic came from, what mutations that your family had developed throughout a thousand or 10,000 years or stuff like that. And then on top of that, when you understand what a haplogroup is, you can use your haplogroup to see what other haplogroups or what other mutations came in to create you, to create your whole family background. So this is why it's way more important than just going on Ancestry and 23andMe, because those two tests are known for being entertainment tests. There's other certified actual genetic websites that can give you a proper breakdown of your family's genetic
Yeah,
history,
and they,
right?
yeah, and you're right about that. So like that's why 23andMe have to be completely open. They can't literally say that I'm African. All right, if you guys go on the website, okay, and understand what they're saying, that's why they have the scientific detail section now. It's for you to understand it, but we just taking it at face value. All these people saying I'm African, and while they not really saying that you're African at all, that's not even what they're saying at all.
You have similar markers, but the bigger question and logic of it is what is an African? Since they migrated, how could you ever say that you came from an African when Africans ain't even African? So what
Well,
are you talking about?
majority,
Because the blood is not the same. We don't
yeah,
have the same blood as a lot of them. Some of them don't know that they us, but as a whole, phenotype, genome, everything is different. Skulls, where the eyes set according to where the ears are. Their eyes, some of them, their eyes are straight. Like if you do a line, the eyes are lower than the ears, and ours are higher. It's a
right.
whole. And
We
then
can we can
when
talk
the other
about
people take it,
physical features and stuff like that all if we want, but we're speaking about DNA genetics, right? Which is what makes majority of the half of the Negro race. And then we also talk about melanated people coming from their own area, their environment, you can see that how where they live at is impacting and affecting the whole civilization. And then we also have to
We
understand that when we talk
originated
about
all over
history,
the planet, just not
prehistorical
Africa.
history, right? A lot of men was traveling around during that time. You had the women staying in the village doing what they doing. And when these men traveling into these villages, they mix themselves with those women, right? This is when you see a lot of people nowadays that are pale skin straight hair, they derive from the Negro race of people. But because stuff like that, I mix himself with another genetic of people or another being. This is how some of these people became up to play within the next 1,000 years from now. Some of these people are not even Asians at all. These people just now popping up. So we're talking about history that is way beyond these type of group of people. And then when we're going directly about Africa, right, and West Africa to be that, Americans are the reason why West Africa have a lot of civilization now. A lot of our people was getting sent over to West Africa due to the fact that the Europeans had a lot of their colonies in West Africa. And the main reason why they had that because of the gold, because of the oil, because of the things that they can use in a dry land to get where they need to be at. And this is the main reason why we have built West Africa. This is the main reason why they keep linking us to West Africa because some of our people went sent up there. Now, when these Africans realize that they're not actually full African, they're actually more of an Asian European descendant, then we can start really making sense. And then on top of that, if they start testing these people in West Africa, the reference panel on these DNA tests will be completely different for everybody else. But they're not. Because everybody in
exactly.
America who have ancestry.com is only getting connected to the same people that's around them. Remember, African American is a social construct, it's a misnomer.
Misnomer,
You know
food
what I
tag.
mean? So
All right.
But what? But why is from Africa? But you don't hear when they get tested, meaning the white tea or
because they get
whatever.
targeted
They
out of
don't have
Africa
that.
too.
It's only focused
But
on the
actually, they
Americans.
actually, when you get real deep, actually, it does say they come from Africa too. But what they do is like during the tree or whatever like that, especially when it comes to like When you go into the area haplogroups, which is a whole nother type of testing. All right, y'all can't not confuse these testings together and to think that they are the same. But like right,
They are family. This is why they are. They very well are African because it's a different. It's a human. It's not a
yeah,
etheric person, a cosmic person. We are different people.
yeah. So we
You have
gotta
human
understand
beings
like
and you have humans that
just
evolved
because you
according to
both
them.
got brown, yeah, just because you both got brown skin, it doesn't mean that you're related to this person. Okay, like I got brown skin. This characteristic right here and this characteristic. I'm just gonna guess that you guys share the same ancestry. Literally,
They
that's
don't do
what
that
it
to
is,
us though.
y'all.
They
I'm
only
telling
target
y'all,
America
literally
and
what
there's
it
Yeah,
so
so
many.
is.
Why
now
not
what?
Brazilians and
Yeah.
all the others that
That's literally what it is. We guess these people have the same ancestor because they all share the same brown skin. They all and same ancestor because they all share the same brown skin. They all share the Africa theory already
right.
existing. They just built the DNA based on top of a theory. That's what they did,
They know
just
the
to
truth.
make it
They know
seem
the truth.
fit.
They know that we're not the same people.
Yeah, they
They just
know.
put the land grab.
That's why I
Bottom
say
line.
y'all go.
Right. So, and on top of that, because we're not the same people have to also understand that none of us was around when our great grandparents of 10, 20 grandparents or great grandparents ago was I mixing with itself with a European or Asian. So half of us won't even know that. Getting documentation can have a long way. But you also
Exactly.
have to have documentation and your DNA genetics to get a full understand breakground
You
of the
really
very
don't need
beginning of your
DNA. You really
genetics.
don't need DNA.
Hold
You
on one
really,
second.
you
Hold on
really
one second.
don't
Hold
need
on one second.
DNA.
Hold on. Let me land when I say this, right? Because
Genealogy.
people think that you do not need DNA genetics, but when I tell people, and for my people that been around me, seeing how much I grow when it comes to knowledge, I had noticed the difference between the current DNA that everybody go up, which is the autosomal DNA, and the DNAs that actually give you a breakdown of your ancestral genetics, which is your maternal and your paternal side. Those are two different things. When you learn because I'm a woman, for us women, when we learn about our maternal lineage, right, our maternal lineage would give us a start origin of where our people could genetically come from, right? So,
You
for example,
referring
I don't
to
know if you heard about this
haplogroups.
L2, this
Yeah.
L2
And
haplogroup.
Yeah.
those don't even originate in
That was some
Africa
made up
neither.
shit.
And when you go to haplogroup.org and you look at actually where they are actually physically finding the samples, okay, you will find that L2 does not originate in Africa. You will
Right.
find
This is
that.
some made up
It
crap, but
does
the
not
bottom line
when
is the blood,
you
y'all.
gotta
It's the
look at
blood.
you
Blood
gotta
is
you gotta you
blood.
gotta look at okay, where at in the world are they finding these samples? Like, where in the world did they first discover L2? What area in the world did they first discover L0 or this haplogroup? Or you gotta actually look at where physically they actually discovered this at. And once you start looking at where they actually finding these samples at, you'll say, wait a minute, how the hell this originated in Africa?
They
Okay,
liars.
when the
You
majority
can
of
never
these
believe them.
samples
They are
right here is
proven
found in
liars.
the Americas.
They liars. Oh my God. What do y'all think Africa was? Africa wasn't there. Africa, come on. The people are all diverse. And they say it, and you know why? Because they are literally diverse, not only through theory, but also literally.
You know what?
Literally.
That's the rude part. Here's the thing. You didn't even know this information before. Don't call us liars. We only
I'm calling the people that put you in a position to think that you'll get freed or get a true narrative by the people that had an agenda is crazy. It's not logical. How can they tell you who you are and do you think that it would be the truth when they are really trying to keep their foot on a people's neck? Why don't they
and that's
why do
fine.
they focus on the
But
Americans and not all
don't
the
say
other?
Africans are liars. We're not liars.
Yep. I'm talking about the experience that I had. They are habitual damn liars. Can't tell the truth. I ain't say you. You take
I
it
wouldn't
personal
say
again because I
Africans
already
are
explained to
liars.
you.
I wouldn't say that they are
Right,
liars.
maybe
I
if
would
I
say is
show
When
that
I
y'all
say
this,
what I
African, that's
would
why
say
show
is
y'all
y'all
that
keep saying
breakdown of
African.
my
Say
Africans,
your
there are a lot
tribe.
my
of
DNA
Africans
stuff.
that
Nigerians are
are
liars. They
that
be
could
lying.
be
I don't care what nobody
miseducated
say.
because
Right?
they
Getting too loud in my ear. Talk one at a time. Y'all hear requests up.
Nah, for real. I was just trying to tell these people I could just show them my ancestry, DNA genetics, that can help them understand what it is and what it ain't, right? So, for example, if you go on your ancestry, it'll show you your journeys by parent, right? So it will pop up like this once you swipe through all the way through your DNA test. When you go past the ethnicity part, you get to the your journeys by parent, right? So this is going to be the most accurate, the way most accurate thing that we can all subscribe to, right? Because my ancestry, my grandparents and them are from the South, and not only just eastern part of America, but also the Caribbeans, right? So because of my family, as you can see, it says exactly where they from, your journeys. Because I have on my dad's side and my mom's side, they're from North Carolina, Virginia, but my mom's side is from Virginia, Morley, and then Louisiana, Mississippi. So with that, I'm gonna just go down, scroll down to show y'all my maternal side first. So on my maternal side, I have the early Louisiana Creoles, so-called African Americans, which is the copper American indigenous people, Jamaica, Puerto Rico, right? So with my father's side, right, it gives me Alabama, Georgia. I gotta get my records from Alabama, Georgia, but right now I got my records from North Carolina, Virginia, just based off my current genealogy that I've done. um Carolinas, and we go into the Pittsburgh, Hampton Roads, southeastern Alabama, Mississippi, Western Tennessee, and then we also have where the Caribbean part, because this Caribbean part popped up somewhere. Oh, right here, the Woodlands of the islands of the coast of Venezuela. So that's where Trinidad would be directly at, right? So when you look at that part, you can also upload your DNA data to another website called ADN Intro, right? And on ADN Intro, it basically gives you a whole different percentage of your ethnicity breakdown than what Ancestry gave you, right? So from ADN Intro, being based off what I just showed y'all off my ancestry journey by parent, this right here would be, oh, I got shrunk down. This right here would be
Somebody joined. That's why.
Oh, there you go. This right here would be more accurate than what the ancestry had provided, because this website is actually more direct. It have 1,000 genome project than what ancestry have and 23andMe have. Right. So from here it says that I have 59% of Caribbean. So this is when a lot of people keep assuming about, oh, Mubu straight from the Caribbean. She from the Caribbean. She this and that. Nah, I have ancestry from the Caribbean because of the fact that my people got taken from the Caribbean into the Americas and settled into the Americas since then. So I have a mixture of Caribbean history and another Northern Eastern American history as well. This is why I get that 5% of so-called Native and African American, and then that little 2% of Mexico. Now, the Africa part, right? Of course, this website is going to be off the current reference panel, because majority of these website would try to go with other reference panels, just try to see if they can beat to see who's gonna have the most percentage of African and all this stuff. But when you see this right here, the broad Western Africa, the broad Central Africa, the broad Eastern Africa, I actually have an ancient bone that I connect to in East and Northern Africa due to the fact that of pre-colonial time period. And if y'all didn't know about the barbarian slave trade, when the Ottoman Empire people was coming into America, that's how I got that mix. My ancestry was the first people that had encounter with the Europeans. So anybody that was coming from that Mediterranean Sea, that area, that would be the percentage of that admixture would have. Because if we're talking about African history was really booming in North Africa and East Africa, right? But that's just that part, right? And then when we go down to the ethnic and regions, it says that the Amazon Caribbeans, there is a strong genetic similarity with this group. Remember, I just showed y'all my maternal side on the ancestry journey from Ancestry, and it shows y'all that I had my Caribbean heritage in there, right? So this right here will just show you that you can be connected to those areas if you know different type of website that have different reference panel, right? But this is not just the only website I'm going to give y'all, because I'm gonna also show y'all my DNA genetics, right? My DNA genetics is another breakdown that give you more of an understanding. It give you the MTA DNA of the haplogroups, and it'll also tell you how many segments that you're connected. Let me just because it's on my iPad. You can see I got a lot of like webs right here because I really be in this. So hold on a second. Let me just go through my tabs real fast. Like I think I just might have to. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay. Let me log into the web real fast. And this right here, what I'm showing y'all has not have to do with everybody. Everybody, see, this is another point. Everybody genetics is completely different, and we know that because sometimes people may in like the Black community, they say that we have a high percentage of getting diabetes, which is true. But if you have a family member that have diabetes, and let's say your mom and dad both have diabetes, right, and you end up not having diabetes, but your brother end up having diabetes, that certain genetic will be passed on to certain people depending on how much that genetic of a person that they have from their parent. If y'all understand what I mean, you feel me? It can pass on to other people, or it can go directly into people based off people's family genetics. So people have to also understand that just because y'all think that people have to come from Africa, nobody have to come directly from Africa. Because majority of my lineage does not come from Africa. Majority of my lineage come from Americas, this western part of Europe. So that would be like United Kingdom, Ireland, the Welsh area. And then my other part of my ancestry will be like the Pacific Ocean. So like the southeastern part of Asia. So like where the Papuans, the Oceanic peoples, those type of things. I'm trying to get this up and running for y'all real fast because hold on. Give me one second. Let me just like type into the whole web so then I can like show y'all.
I wish I can show I wish I could show y'all mine. I wish I could show y'all mine, but what I have learned is that they're based on how similar you are to people. So, how similar, how much percentage are similar to other groups of people. And when just based on my studies, and I just found that it doesn't mean that you're related to these people. It's just because we're all human beings, okay? And we have now with the DNA part, if you have somebody, you go back in your records and you see somebody coming from the Caribbean, then you be like, okay, maybe that's from there. You got to look for real people within those areas because they can give you a DNA result. They can say your thing goes back to the Caribbean or whatever like that. But if you have no record of that, then it's you could
No, there's
keep
records.
these
People can
people.
find that records. Is that a lot of people
You know
just
what I'm
don't know
saying?
where the data collection could come from because you got to understand the
Yeah,
majority of
because
the
it's
Europeans will
guesses.
have our records. So like
It's
if any